Oranges,
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 oranges, oranges, oranges, oranges. Hello, everybody. Hello, how are y'all doing today? That was great. I sometimes with my headphones on, I can't hear myself, and they just become these like slurred sentences. Hello, welcome to AD D&D, brought to you by Animation Dingle. I am your dungeon master, Gabriel Galway, here to immerse you in this epic time travelling extravaganza. These games are sponsored by Dakota Irish, who have provided us with some beautiful giveaways tonight during the stream. Our first giveaway is going to be a little different today. It's going to pop up at a random point in the stream. I want everybody watching to keep your eyes peeled, keep your peepers peeled for tonight's bingo word. When the bingo word is put into the chat tonight, I want you to put that bingo word into the chat and at Animation Dingle, put it out there, and you'll be put in line for to our magical hat for tonight's giveaway. So tonight's giveaway is a set of beautiful mystery dice by Dakota Irish. So do stick around in the stream, keep your eyes peeled in the chat, and there will be a bingo word put in there, and you will be put in the run for tonight's mystery dice. There'll be another one during the break video, but more on that later. And then also remember that any fan art that you submit will be put in the run for our mega giveaway in just 1 week's time. So as long as you put the hashtag AD&D in any of your social media posts, and as long as the post is something to do with these games, all you need to do is post it on social media with the hashtag AD&D, and you're going to add to this final giveaway. The more posts we get, the more this final giveaway will level up. It's currently a dice vault, and this will be given out to whoever has the most beautiful fan art out there, and we will announce that next week. So get your fan art in. This is your last week to do so, and get your posts posted, and we'll let you know who wins that next week. But for now, it's time to jump into the world of Gostar, where our 6 creative heroes travel across space and time in search of a way to free Phiast from his suffering and restore creativity and imagination back into the world. So, Luke, would you like to introduce yourself and who you will be playing tonight? Thank you.
Most definitely, good sir. I would like to introduce myself as Iridessa.
Iridessa!
Iridessa! She's a human cleric of light. She fights, she bashes heads in.
Hell yeah.
She's the group mom. She is, puts others before herself. She also may or may not have a horde. She also may or may not really like art and knowledge and things of this nature.
Hell yeah. Thank you very much, Luke.
And she's barely surviving at the minute.
Yeah, she got freaking lamped in our last game.
No one sneezed near her.
She got bit.
She got bit hard and then spat in the sand.
Exactly.
But yeah, very interesting stuff happened last game with Iridessa. But we might see some more on that in this game. There's lots to be revealed in this game. You're in the midst of a warscape, but I'll do a quick recap shortly on all that. Thank you, Luke, for that. So we'll hop over now to yourself, Gavin, playing Clementine.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm playing Clementine. Clementine?
Oranges.
I am the designated father of the group.
Hello.
Or at least I'm adopting that role because I like it. Clementine, he's a big softie with a lot of flowers.
Yes.
And he's very soft because he does condition.
Moisturize.
Little bard man, little bard wizard, just having some fun. Currently trying to help some on Phiast and probably might heal some people. I don't know if he has healing spells. I think he does. So at least we've got some.
He's got flower crowns of morale, so that's
Power
also
flowers.
its own kind of healing.
Power. Flower power.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Kevin. All right, we'll hop over to yourself, Tara, now, playing Vesna Sting.
Right, so I'm Tara. I play Vesna Sting, and this is not my actual voice, but I thought it would be real funny to introduce myself like this.
I love it. 100%.
Yeah, so I play
Business from the
Vesna.
south.
I play Vesna, our resident barbarian fairy. Small but very, very mighty, because she just straight up cut through like a whole giant ass like hag who was like bothering our dearly beloved Clementine, and I was like, nah, fuck that shit. Ain't dealing with that. This is an adult stream.
I'ma explode your face.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the gods.
Praise our queen. Praise our queen.
And now I see on Fest, our dearly beloved, being harassed by a large bloody murder thing. And also Bronte's dearly beloved mom, and I'm like...
Slap her.
Slap
That's what Lexi's doing right now. Lexi's slapping her with her tail. Wake up!
And yeah,
Beautiful.
that's our lovely Vesna.
That is our lovely, wonderful Southern Vesna. in this
She's not southern today.
universe.
I just was like, this...
The time warp be messing with everyone.
Yeah. You got this weird time warp jet lag kind of thing going on. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Tara. All right, we'll hop over to yourself, G, playing Bronte.
Yeah, I'm playing Bronte. She is a Dompier half-orc fighter. She's been thrown into the past. Stuff has just been going. She's just been rolling with it until here's her mom. She's maybe eating on fish, not quite sure. And now there is a dragon attacking her face. Bronte doesn't know how to feel about this. She loves her mother very much. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Some potential PvP on the horizon. Who knows?
Yay!
Danger zone. Fantastic. Thank you very much, G. All right, we'll hop over to Avel being played by Kira now. Oh, have we got a muted Kira? Oh my god.
Surprise.
We'll come back.
Surprise. Mira has died.
Again.
Kira, no!
She's gone.
Not to worry, we will switch it up and we'll head over to yourself first, Alice, playing Tinky and Clinky.
Hello. Yes, so my name is Alice and I play the itty bitty autonomous artificer Tinky and her steel defender pal Clinky. Tinky, as if watching the previous sessions, you know, Tinky is definitely the voice of the two. Yeah, and she has just realized, well, Alice definitely realized that she has a spell that basically she Pokemon'd a whole ass centipede. Which I realized afterwards, which was great. And yeah, she's currently seeing poor Phiast getting slaps in the back of the Tesco car park. And yeah.
Let's see that as one of the stings for the animation festival.
Slapped in the back of the Tesco car park.
Oh my god.
How'd that meme go?
Tesco. Back at Tesco.
I want to see that.
We shall. Hopefully someone can do that. Or an illustration. That'd be great. Yeah. So yeah, that's Tinky. She helped make the blacksmith and is just poor Phiast getting bet.
Hell yeah. Alright, beautiful. Thank you very much, Alice. So we're gonna pop back to yourself now, Kira, playing Avel. Do you happen to be there?
I think we're having some minor technical issues.
No problem. I'm gonna stall. I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm Gabriel Galway. I am the Dungeon Master. So I write the story through obstacles in front of all of these players, and they deal with all of the bullshittery that I throw at them. So far, I've thrown them all around the world of Gostar, back through time, forward and backwards, all over the place. And you've been doing pretty well, I think, has to be said. But yeah, we're going to hop back now into this warscape in just a few minutes. You have been battling your way through, like you said, you've rekindled Mongon's magical forge, and now make your way to save An Daingean, whose blood is being devoured by the Harrier, who is Bronte's mother, back in time. We're going to come up back here in a few minutes. We're going to just do a quick history of Gostar to catch you all up with this world, let you know what we're playing in, and we'll be right back with a quick recap of last Friday's game, and we'll get into the game. All right, see you in a minute. Bye-bye. Gostar, the God's Tier. The world of Gostar drips from the elemental chaos like a teardrop. And the further from the chaos that you travel, the more the world cools, stabilizes, and becomes livable. The gods created this world as a sanctuary, originally for themselves to escape the madness that is the chaos. But as they filled it with wonders, it became home to so much more. Gaia, the leader of all the gods, who molded this world, separated it into 6 distinct realms: Jotunheim, the Vale, Olympus, Limbo, Diu, and Kini. Each of which she left to her children, the 6 dragons of Gostar, known as the Phalords, to protect. Lucifer, the oldest of the siblings, claimed Diu, a fiery land full of rare treasure, gemstones, and gold. Tyr, the white dragon, claimed the frosty mountainous realm of Jotunheim, building impregnable fortresses to encircle his own castle, built into the biggest glacier he could find. Cain took over the stormy realm of Olympus and helped erect entire cities into the skies. Abel governed Limbo, a land warped by millennia of psychic wars. Lilith took over the Vale and tended to the delicate ecosystems of the magical and natural world. And then finally, Titus, the runt of the litter, was left Guinea, a wasteland of undead, monsters, and eldritch horrors, a land where few humanoids can be found, and any you do meet will not survive long. The dragons eventually warred, like all rulers do. Abel fell to Cain, Tyr was mortally wounded, and those that survived were hated by mortals for the destruction they wrought. The Phalords were pushed back into the fringes of society and were eventually lost to the fog of legends and time. But that does not stop them from interfering with mortals' plans, for the threads of fate weave ever so tightly on our heroes who stand and fight the chaos that threatens to consume.
Oranges. How many oranges?
Hello, that was our that was our history of Gostar. It has nothing to do with oranges whatsoever. Nope. But here we are. We're back. So to catch you up with the last game, I'm going to switch first to some sick music and
Snap.
and put that on loop. Hiya. Oh wait, no, I gotta
that
skip
sticky
first.
music.
I gotta do the skip, and then I do the loop. All right. So
Oh shit.
last time on AD D&D, you have been tossed into the Battle of Ventry after exiting a second ley line. Now in this battle, 1,000 years in the past, Finn McCool holds back the Donn of the Dead, Titus Phaelord, along with the Balor of the Evil Eye, who has risen a massive warship out of the ocean filled with Fomorian monsters. You managed to help rekindle Mongon's magical furnace, so he can fix Finn McCool's magical spear, so he can throw it at these bad guys and turn the tides of the battle. You managed to do that. You took out a hag, took out a giant centipede, tossed it in the ocean, which it exploded inside. It killed a bunch of the Fomorians and undead monsters that we brought back to fight for Daradon, which is Titus Phaelord. You faced off against Titus Phaelord, and when you did, Iridessa, and you picked that fight, he chomped down on you hard, he punched you to bits, and you were left dying on the sands of Ventry Beach. When you began to fade from this reality and your soul began to tear away from your body, memories started to come back and flood back into your mind of your childhood growing up inside this beautiful castle made of crystal and ice. You remembered your mother, this beautiful silver dragon who would play hide and go seek with you, who would teach you about the histories of Gostar and all of its secrets. And the last memory you recalled was one of your earliest memories of you sitting on a shelf, watching your mother converse with Titus Phaelord, who was like this dark smudge amongst this perfect, pristine, chapel-like castle. And you tried to reach out to her, try to talk to her, try to say something, but you couldn't move. And as you were left dying on the beach, you realized she wasn't coming, and she might never come to save you. You were brought back to life by Abel, returning the favor as you brought her back when you first met. Now you start to race across the beach as you're trying to save An Daingean, whose blood is being drained by a being known as the Harrier, who is Bronte's mother. Iridessa, absolutely fuming, not thinking for a second, you've tossed your new familiar, whose name escapes me, Lexi, onto the face of the Harrier to distract the Harrier while the rest of you race across the beach. As you do, though, death is all around. You are being bombarded from left and right, up above, down below. Everything is exploding. Undead are clambering onto the battlefield. I need someone in the party as you race over to meet the Harrier to roll me a d8, please, and let me know what you get.
Not it.
Not it.
Whoever hasn't rolled a d8, would you roll?
God, it was muted. I want to do it.
Do it. Roll me a d8.
Do it.
You said
Yeah.
roll and I said
Kill
I
him.
want it, but I was muted. 2.
It was great.
2. Beautiful. There is a
People
moment
die.
where Finn, who is struggling, still waiting for his spear, has his back turned to Titus. Titus grabs him by his long locks, pulls him down into the ocean off of the Balor, the Evil Eye. And in that moment, the Balor casts his lightning blade skyward, erupting the clouds, causing waves of lightning to strike down on the entire battlefield. When this happens, I need all of you to make me dexterity checks, please. Dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'd rather not.
Advantage
It
on a
does not help. I'm made of metal.
I think.
Yeah, you can see the
Go
lightning storm,
barbarian.
let's say.
That's cool.
Mr. DM,
Yes, that's my name.
would I be rolling with disadvantage because I am made of metal and so is Clinky?
100%. I'm going to give you an inspiration, but you will reroll. And you can use this inspiration on this if you want, but to negate it, or if you want to hang on to it for something later, then that's up to you. But yeah, I'm going to reward you for pointing that out.
And
Whoa,
DM,
Yes.
has it been less than 10 minutes since the battle started and we got thrown into this mess?
No, absolutely not. This has all happened in. You know what? I'm gonna say there's been a lot of running across the battlefield. Actually, no, that's a good question. Technically, you've been in combat for a lot of it, but there has been a lot of racing around the battlefield. I'm gonna say it's maybe been like 6 or 7 minutes. You know what? I'll roll a d12.
If that's the case, then I'll knock off my first rage because it definitely would have gone by now.
That's what I was wondering.
I will say, I rolled a 12, so I'm gonna say over 10 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well,
Damn it.
I'm no longer raging. I get there and I'm like, damn, the
I
cardio.
see. You were all trying to do
Our muscles
something.
deflate.
You were trying to check if you had these negative effects. I thought you were trying to do something good there, and I was like, interesting. But no, it probably has been longer than that.
It means I can just rage again.
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
I can now do a spell.
I'm
'Cause I
looking
have two of
around
them.
here, and I'm like, where are all of you?
Mid
Yeah, we're all
to
close to the
left.
boat.
Yeah.
You're all. Whoa, what the hell?
Yeah, we're all next to Titus, I think.
Ooh, wow.
that's
Why?
Why are we over there?
We should
That
not
is
be there.
strange.
Teleported.
Okay, no, yeah, you were all around here. I think, yeah, you were running across
Why
the
did you
battlefield,
say that?
Iridessa, and you were all kind of all running. Yeah, that is weird. I don't know why that was.
He's
but-
our buddy. He's our
I was trying to figure out why we were in the water.
Yeah.
I was like, Tinky can't
I
swim.
thought you were blending in really well with the battlefield there. I was like, huh, okay.
For what it's worth, DM, I think Tinky and Clinky are in the forge, so I think we're all back about 10, 15 feet.
Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, you were right here. Beautiful.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh yeah, because
But
my
hey.
would not have moved.
Fantastic. Okay, perfect. I don't know why that happened. Sometimes strange things happen on this app, but it is fantastic, and I recommend Dungeon Draft to everyone and anyone. Okay, so going, starting with yourself, Iridessa, what did you get on your save?
18.
What was that? 15?
18.
18. Nice. Okay, beautiful. Clementine?
A 22.
22.
Yes.
Freaking amazing. Vesna, what did you get?
At a 21, which is funny because the dice kind of landed almost directly down. It like bounced once and stopped, and I was like, okay.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Didn't
Definitely
roll at all.
wanted you to roll that number.
Yeah, it was like 19.
We
Nothing
will
else.
save
I was
you.
It was like aggressive about it. I was like, damn.
Bronte, what did you get?
14.
14. Okay. Abel?
9.
9. Okay.
Yay!
And
Woo!
Tinky. What did Tinky get there, Alice?
Tinky got a 14 and Clinky somehow got 18.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Don't ask me how.
Incredible. So.
Clinky here with the Matrix. the Matrix backwards.
Freaking, I want to see that now. This massive, clunky robot just dodging lightning. Amazingly, most of you do dodge the lightning. It comes smacking down on all of you. You dash out just at the last second, but unfortunately, Abel, Bronte, and Tinky, being the hyperconductive robot that you are, you all take 24 points of lightning damage
Ooh.
as you are struck. But you do see this Valor of the Evil Eye doesn't discriminate either on the battlefield. You look all around, and dozens of soldiers on both sides are struck by lightning, turn to ash instantly, cleaved in half, lose limbs as like bolts of lightning carve through them like lightsabers coming down from the sky. A lot of people on the battlefield start falling. I'm just going to delete a few because there's still like a bazillion there, obviously, but yes. Okay, running across though, you all do eventually make it, and I will ask who wants to be where currently. To be
So
in position.
before, as we're running, I'll look
Yeah.
back when that lightning bolt strikes and check, because she's worried about the other guys and see is anybody really hurt.
Yeah. How
So party is however you all looking.
Not very good.
Very good.
I'm looking.
On a scale of
I'm
101
rosy.
out of 101, we're 101.
If-
Oh my god.
If, let's say, I had to measure it between a 1 and a 68, my answer would be 14.
Oh.
Oh!
I've been hit a few
Would
times.
you like
It's
a
okay.
healing?
Yeah.
I've got one. I've got
That's
one. It's
why I
all
was
good.
asking. That's
I
why I
have
was asking.
4.
Because
Um,
I'm the life cleric, so
Oh,
when
yes.
she sees that Bronte is bet up, then she will
Yes.
turn around and I just need to check my distances here. Apologies, I'm gonna cast some wounds on her. I
Yeah,
believe
yeah,
you're that her
absolutely.
healing word. I just need to check the range on that. Yep. Where's the range? Why are you in no range? Oh, it's touch. Yeah, so it has to be. Yeah, sorry, I forgot it's touch actually.
Yeah, you gotta grab them. Well, with that, you can flavor, like someone gets smacked by lightning, you run over, grab them, pull them back up, fill them up again with that radiant energy, and those spectral wings glow brighter on your back.
Well, she is, in fairness, like way far away from Bronte, so.
True. But you are all running as one unit, tossing, turning, getting like thrown back, dodging left and right, dodging bodies.
It's all right. I have a healing potion and I have some stuff.
Yeah, but I can heal you for stupid amounts, and it doesn't really cost me all that
Not
much.
broken.
So if DM is gonna allow it,
Yeah.
save that potion for when we really need it, and Iridescent will cast Cure Wounds on poor Bronte to make her feel a bit better.
Yeah, honestly, this is you dodging, diving, making your way through the battlefield, so I'm more than happy with you using up a spell slot so you don't have it for later. Please
Yes,
do.
exactly. Right. Okay.
Bring you around to Bronte. Okay, beautiful.
So that is a lot. I'll do the math on it and I'll say there's a second Bronte anyway. In a second. Go ahead, Gabriel. I'll just do the
absolutely.
math.
So just going around, where would people like to be placed as soon as you exit this battlefield and come into this next section, this next clearing, where the Harrier is fighting off Lexi?
I would like to jump on top of one of the rocks.
Hell yeah, we'll put you on a rock.
Put
Hiya!
me on a rock. Hell yeah.
There you go.
Rock.
There's a rock.
Nice.
Bronte, where would you like to be placed?
I'm gonna go beside my mom.
Alright, you're gonna walk right over there, dodging, like stepping across the bodies on the floor, scattered all around, completely drained of their blood. They are.
Bodies hit the floor. Sorry, I had to look it up. Oh,
That's the Harrier's
Bronte.
theme song.
Yes, exactly.
Luke, you read my mind.
Sorry, Bronte, you get 10 hit points.
Nice.
Hit points, beautiful. Monochrome husks are scattered across the beach. As you kind of accidentally step on a few of them, their bodies concave and crumble away like wasp hides or bee hides. So they're kind of, you know, that very wispy, papery, paper mache like texture. There's nothing left, and they kind of catch the wind and flutter away in little bits of ash. All right, we'll get back to you in a second, Bronte. Everyone else now. We'll go with Tinky and Clinky. More like this, you two.
I think after being struck by lightning, if anyone is looking at Tinky, you're going to see she's like vibrating and kind of going like as the lightning hit her, and you're going to see her because she's got the little grate on her chest that you can see the light of her core. You're going to see it get a bit brighter. She's been, I like to think that this is kind of what Titus was saying about, you know, what if you just supercharge yourself with that bottle of lightning? So she's a bit frazzled at the moment. You know, her circuits are a tiny bit fried after that, and she might have a lot of static electricity built up in her right now, so nobody touch her.
You know what? I'm going to get you to make me a Constitution saving throw. I'm going to see if you can channel this somehow.
Ooh, that is saving throw?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad you said saving throw because that's only a 7.
All right.
That makes an 18.
All right. With that, you do get hit by the light. You're vibrating all over. Your chest is glowing out through the grill in the front of your chest. And you remember Titus's words, that daring thing he wanted you to do, throw a whole bottle of lightning into your chest. And you're like, okay, maybe he was on something. You try to harness it. It rips your body to pieces. Scorch marks all over your beautiful amber metallic body. But as you do hone that in and focus in on the gyro inside of your chest, it begins to whir faster and faster. And you have about 10 seconds max to expel this in some sort of spell, in some sort of attack. If you do, you can add 2d8 to your next attack. If you don't, you take 2d8.
Oh.
Okay. Do I have to take this now then?
We'll get to that in a short while. We're going to go into combat as soon as everyone's set up. As for placement and knowing this information, where do you want to be?
That is a great question.
If you want, I can get back to you while you're thinking, because I just give you a bunch of information.
Please.
Yeah. All right. Let's go with Vesna.
Vesna would like to, in ye old barbarian fashion, is charge in directly, as one does with such great intelligence, towards the big, bloody, blobby thing attacking our beloved friend.
Hell yeah.
And she's preparing to also like get in the way of maybe in between Harrier and our and Onfesh. Yeah, but for now, blobby thing. She's kind of like
beautiful.
That's Bronte's mom. What if I hit Bronte's mom and Bronte disappears?
Oh my god.
Links of existence.
Yeah, you pull out a family photo and you start disappearing in the family photo. It's like,
oh god,
geez,
it's like
Doc.
Back to the Future.
The rate is gone, the stress is raising. This is like my mum's here, Bronte's mum is here, everything is going badly.
Alright, let's figure Iridessa. Where am I placing you? Okay, cool. Avel, where am I placing you?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, I love it.
I'm like, why didn't he hear me? I was muted.
I sense a theme in this game. Where will I put you, Luke?
Where things go wrong.
Yeah. I am terribly sorry. I'm smothering with a cold, so instead of hacking and coughing, I'm muting myself.
That's perfectly fine. Where will I place Iridessa?
Iridessa is going to take a round to assess the situation. She wants to understand what the blobby thing is doing versus what Bronte's mom's doing versus what everybody around it's doing, what's Onfesh doing. So, kind of, would you mind, DM, s'il vous plaît, describing the scene and mayhaps some intention, if possible, from the blobby blob and the Bronte's mom?
So, I'll get you to make an insight check on that, or if you want, I can get you to make a survival check for the general terrain and the general warscape. Whichever one you want to do. If you want to figure out the enemies, insight check. If you want to figure out the terrain, it'd be a survival check.
Yeah, she wants to figure out the enemies.
Okay, I'll give you an insight check.
So that is a 16.
16. The blobby things are just like giant leeches sucking everything out of Onfesh. You can see as well, as this is happening, it's already split into two now. Sorry, apologies. So there are two blobby things now feeding on Onfesh. The second one has it's split out of it, and now it's starting to crawl inside Onfesh's mouth to try to eat it from inside out. As for Harrier, she's only come up from her meal to get rid of Lexi on her face, and she gets a 25 to hit Lexi.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Lexi's gone.
And that
Sorry.
with that,
There's a 25 hit.
that is 9 piercing damage, and 5 necrotic.
Yeah, poor little Lexi's back into her stone.
What you watch next is she doesn't use her hands, she just unhinges her jaw and like you watch Lexi's body snap and break and concave inwards as she swallows Lexi, folds her in half and swallows her whole.
Oh, this bitch wants to fight.
Oh no!
I'm stirring the pot. I'm stirring the pot. Okay.
This
Iridessa,
is where Iridessa's villain's arc comes in.
Iridessa nearly bloody died. What's she mean?
I'll give you a minute to think about where you want to be placed. Avil, where am I putting you?
How big is the rock that Clementine is standing on?
It's about 4 feet off the ground. There is a bigger rock down here that is about 8 foot off the ground. If you wanted that one instead, Clementine.
Sorry, DM, I didn't want to interrupt you there, but
Yep.
I was going to tell you I wanted to be next to Clem, but also I wanted to take my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon right next to Bronte's mom.
You can do so when it's your turn in initiative.
I want to be on the tallest rock.
You are on the biggest rock. There is one way over here, but it's a little inconvenient, so I'll put you on this one. It's only a couple of feet lower, but it's still about 8 foot up in the air.
I'm on it.
You're on it, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Do a cool Prince of Persia run with your satyr legs, clip clopping on the stone.
I'm up it.
Hell yeah.
Up the rock.
As for Tinky and Clinky, have you decided where you want to be? Setup is crucial. This battle will be over in a single turn.
Yes. I had an idea, and I'm so supercharged. Even my own brain is a little fried at the moment. What is the situation with Titus, actually?
Titus has grabbed the hair of Finn McCool and has pulled him down into the ocean, and is now kind of grabbed the back of his head and is forcing his head down into the water.
So Titus is still above the water?
Yeah, he's hovering just above with his hand down on Finn McCool's head. He's kind of hovering just above it with his wings.
And is the spear ready?
Give me a perception check.
Oh. Do I get any form of advantage because I helped?
Yeah,
just straight?
I will say you can. I will allow you to add your intelligence to this instead of your wisdom.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's a good start. Perception +5 plus intelligence modifier +4, so +9. 9. 22.
22.
Spicy.
It's in the works. It'll still take a little more time. He's sweating. Mongon is still dragging the strands of chaos and the weave itself into this thing. He's not finished yet. He still has another maybe minute or two left before it's done, and then it needs to make its way to Finn McCool.
Okay. Okay. What I would like to do then is Tinky would like to go back kind of towards the forge, if that's okay.
Okay, sure.
I think I need to be just want to double check this spell. 60 feet on that spell. Ooh, okay. I think 60 feet is quite far from Titus. Would I be able to try and make my way close as I can to him?
You will, but it'll take
I'd
you.
still be out of range.
It'll take you quite a while to get there. We're gonna go get you to roll another D8 to get there, and you'll slowly make your way. Each round, you'll have to roll a D8 until you get there, and it'll take maybe 2 to 3 rounds, depending on how fast you are.
Okay.
It's up to yourself.
Oh god. Okay.
This guy.
That's a one.
With the knowledge that you have on the world, knowing Cuchulainn and knowing Finn McCool, these are demigods, and you feel like he could probably maybe tough out being dunked underwater for a little while. He is severely beat up, but you think he can hold on for quite a while if that is something that is swaying you.
Okay.
Actually, no. You know what? In this situation, I'll get you to make a history check. While you're making a history check, Avel, where am I putting you?
Did you say the rock that Clementine ascended is 8 feet tall?
Yep.
I like stand behind the 8 feet tall rock.
You got it. You're behind the 8 feet tall rock, and there's another maybe 5 foot tall rock there blocking your way as well, and another ring of fire around that area too. So you're nicely tucked away.
But would I still have vision to the fight?
You would, in that direct line to the Harrier, I will say you'll have a -2 on attacks on anything.
Not the Harrier.
Not anything, not the Harrier. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Okay. Cool. But everything else will have a -5 on trying to attack you. So.
I like that.
Okay.
Nice.
What did you get on your history check?
13.
13. You know that Finn McCool, the thumbsucker, the man who gained a lot of his knowledge through eating a magical fish, afterwards started to use that fish as a symbol for everything. He took this love of sea creatures suddenly after having such an impactful experience with this salmon. And throughout the years, he started to go out onto the oceans, discover these beautiful monsters, fight sea creatures, but then came to discover this one magical beast known as the Ullafest. This is you're not sure if it's one or if it's many, you can't quite remember, but the Ullafest are these long serpentine creatures, not quite dragons, but something similar, something between a worm and a dragon. And he took one up as his mount. Piecing that bit of information together, you think that An Daingean might be that Ullafest he used as a mount.
Okay. That's really cool. That is super cool. I love that piece of information.
Do with it what you want, but there you go. Just a little tidbit.
I shall do with it what I will. Okay. Right.
So, left or right?
Left or right? Oh, I'm so scared right now. Because I want to do something, but I'm not close enough. I only have 10 seconds.
Do it.
Might be able to get
Do
in
it,
range
okay.
if you keep going. I mean, yeah, go. I would go with the fun, crazy thing. I mean, you saw what happened to the Remoraz in the last game.
Always try the insanity.
I will go with the insanity. I'm doing a jittery dance right now to try and concentrate because I'm like, I need to figure out what I'm doing.
All right. So
yes, I would like to
you
go
are
right,
heading
please.
towards Titus. Is Clinky coming with you?
Yes, please.
Beautiful. Okay, the pair of you race
I'd back up.
away from the Harrier towards Titus. And now we're going to pick up on initiative. The Harrier turns to you, Bronte. It's the Harrier starting things off. Looks at you, eats. Lexi finishes off Lexi. You see the tiny dragon just snap in half and then go down her throat.
To be. You
Hello.
smell strange.
Yeah, do I look familiar to you?
Are you a fan of mine?
In a matter of speaking, you could say that. So what are you doing here?
Devouring.
Okay, I can respect that. You're doing a really good job. However, I have sort of a thing that might interest you, okay? So,
Speak quickly.
on Phiast, you don't need to drink his blood. I was sent to stop that. However, I don't want to hurt you, because I am your biggest fan and you're so cool and all.
Are you threatening me?
Absolutely not. Why would I threaten you? Look, I've even got the same tattoos.
Unless you wish to claim my position. What is your proposition here?
Okay. So, is there anything here that you would rather drink than non-fish? Because if there is, I might help you.
Give me a persuasion check.
Let me see, persuasion. That's not great. That's an 8.
8.
Yep.
An olive fish is a rare creature. I will devour the worm first, and then tell me what else you can propose. I drink.
And she jumps down onto the fish.
Okay.
So, with that, they are going to bite into this creature. That is a really high roll. Oh no! And they're going to start reducing maximum hit points of fish.
That.
Okay, they're down to that number that is I've just written down.
Nobody has silvery barbs, do they?
Nope.
Okay, with that then,
I have silver barbs.
she bites into the worm and then drinks up a bunch of blood and then turns to you and says,
Join in.
"You are missing out," and vomits a bunch of blood over both you and Vesna. Actually, you would also get soaked in this blood. And you both make Constitution saving throws, please.
Okay.
Bronte, I'm concerned for your mother.
Is it bad if I said this probably is not the first time?
It's like a worm, like vomiting into her children's mouths.
That
No.
dice
Oh,
teased
doesn't
with a nat
help.
20 and then rolled off of it. It was like, uh-oh.
No.
That's a 9.
That's a 16.
16. Okay, so. Sorry, what was that for Vesna again? I was just counting.
9.
9. Okay, so 16 is just enough. Vesna, however, you take the full brunt of this. Unfortunately, I rolled 3 1s here, and also another really low number. So you only take 6 necrotic damage. However, you can't regain hit points for 1 minute.
Ooh.
Bronte, you take half that much. You take 3 points of necrotic damage.
Alright, let me see.
And I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please, as you're drenched in the blood of Unfeshed.
Wisdom. Just me or
Yeah, just you.
Vesna as well?
Yeah, you
Just
are
me,
the,
okay.
You lick your lips, you're like,
Yeah,
it
exactly.
is quite tasty.
Let me see. That was Constitution. That's 16 plus.
Oh, so this is a
5.
wisdom saving throw for.
Oh, wisdom.
Yeah,
Sorry,
wisdom
sorry,
for this
sorry.
part. Yeah.
I have a -1 to wisdom, so that's 16 minus 1. That is 15.
15. For a Damphir who has tried to avoid human blood their entire life as best they can, this is like crack. You are drenched in the blood of a being that eventually becomes the almighty being of creativity and inspiration. Your brain just goes haywire, just filled with 1,000,001 different ideas all at once. You're ready to paint, you're ready to you can take on the world at this moment. You taste this blood, your eyes go completely red, whites and all. And
Oh no.
you have a bloodlust. It's up to yourself how you want to
Oh no.
roll with that. I'm going to leave it up to yourself. I'm not going to take control of your character or anything, but you have
Okay.
bloodlust currently.
Gotcha. Okay. I will deal with that when it's my turn.
Okie dokie. So, next up, going on the initiative from last week, we start with yourself, Vesna. You see Bronte go stiff, eyes go blood red. As you're removing the blood from your own body, what do you do?
Okay, so I see that Bronte's convincing didn't really go so well. And, you know, I'm gonna guess out of the three things eating on fish, the two kind of blobby things and the massive vampire, I'm gonna guess the massive vampire is probably the worst with my not great intelligence. So I'm just kind of like put my hand on Bronte's shoulder and go, I'm sorry. And then I'm gonna move past her, cast Enlarge Reduce on myself, and grow to twice my size, being about the size of a normal person, just a big normal person, really, kind of on the normal person. Big for Vesna, big for a normal person.
I love it.
6 foot something.
Fantastic. All right. So as the big old fairy approaches, you're approaching the Harrier.
Yes.
Okay. What do you
Okay.
do?
I'm now concentrating on the spell. Okay.
You are.
What am I gonna do? That's a good question.
What are you thinking? Just to let everyone know who's watching the stream, our bingo word has just been announced. So hop in the chat there and pop it in, and at animation dingle with your fancy word. What are you doing?
I'll be honest, my first honest thought was just to grab and yeet away.
Oh yeah.
That's a problem. Big on. So I will like to try and just yeet the Harrier if I can.
Hell yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna make this a contested athletics check, but you have advantage, obviously.
Yeah, because I'm big.
You're huge.
I'm also good at athletics, so this will hopefully go well. I won't use that dice, I'll use these ones.
Do it.
I shouldn't have used those ones. That's a 15.
15. You kind of dart over to her, you try to grab her, she grabs your arms, and there's this shockwave that shoots out from the both of you. She's incredibly strong. She got a 19. She looks at you.
Oh, a queen. Yes, I think I'll eat you too.
See that moving water? Stop eating that fish or I'll throw you in it.
Her face goes from this beautiful, elegant face to that of a monster. Massive.
Sorry, Bronte.
Okay.
So I think that's probably my one action
Yeah.
because I do get 2 attacks, but I think the trying to grab and yeet is that.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Perfect.
actually, I think that was, well, yeah.
Yeah, solid turn. Bronte, what do? Your mom's been tempted to be yeeted. She hasn't been yeeted, but there's a little brawl going on. You're famished for blood. What do you do?
Okay, so there's a visible struggle in Bronte as she stares Vesna down. She doesn't go for Vesna. She does, however, go for the globulous, bloody form that's right beside her. Blood that's just there for the taking. And she's going to use her Fang and Blood Drink attack.
Hell
Since
yeah.
she's below half health.
Beautiful. Give me an attack roll for that.
Yep. Let me see. That is not bad. That is an 18 plus 5. That is 23.
All right, that absolutely hits. It is just it's just soft blood, so
Yeah.
no problem.
That is in total. That is 6 points of damage, and I'm going to be able to take that as temporary hit points as she drinks the blood.
Beautiful. Hell yeah.
And then I'm going to use my extra attack to stab it.
All right, yeah. Give me an attack roll.
Yeah, stab.
Give the old stab.
That is worse. That's a natural 1.
Natural 1. You go to stab, and you feel your body seize up for a second. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please, as you have swallowed this strange ooze, and you feel it now spreading throughout your blood system and try to take control of you and puppeteer your body.
That is 16.
16 is enough. You shoot it back out of you. You've taken the nutrients you needed, and you get it out of you before it actually starts puppeteering you. But you are now aware that this is what it can do. It can climb inside you, it can dance around inside your body.
Good to know. Bronte has no more hits left. However, she does... How tall is Vesna right now?
You said 6 foot, right?
Yeah, because I think it's like double your height, so she went from like small to medium. But I like the idea of her being kind of big.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Like probably a good 6'5". I'd say.
Yeah, I love that. She's a little bit shorter than you then. She walks right up to you, visibly tensed and holding herself back, and she screams in your face, "Leave my mother alone!" She cannot do anything else.
I love it. Oh, yes. Okay, so moving on, these blobby boys are... One's going to try to crawl inside of Von Fest's mouth and take control of Von Fest, so that is a bad roll. This blob is still sticking out of Von Fest's mouth, but you watch as tendrils start to come out from different pores and orifices all around on Fesh, and they get covered in these thin threads of red ooze, and their head snaps up and turns to you, Iridessa, looking angry. Okay.
Wait, Unfesh just looking at me angry?
Yeah.
He's so angry when I do.
You're close. You're nearby. Okay, the next one is going to spin around, coming off of Von Fest, and it's going to roll a dice, see who it tries to take over. It's going to be Vesna or Bronte. Who wants to be odd? Who wants to be even?
I don't really mind.
Vesna, you're odd. Let's go.
Okay, sorry.
It's even.
I was gonna
so
say
they're gonna
odd.
They're gonna attempt Bronte. So I need Bronte to make me another Constitution saving throw, please. Actually, no. Forgive me. They can't do it to undead creatures. You're already undead. So they're gonna go for yourself, Vesna.
Oh no.
So I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
It's okay, I'm supposed to be good at these. Come on, dice.
Let's find out.
Yes! That's an 18 plus 7.
Yeah,
I
you're
am
fine.
good at these.
Ooh,
This
nice.
thing goes right over you, tries to pull its way inside your body, and you flex, throw it off, slam it down to the side. That's their turns.
Just like take my clasped hands with the Harrier and just kind of smack it away.
Hell yeah.
Yo.
Incredible. Okay, so next we've got Avel, and then we'll go over to yourself, Tinky and Clinky. So, Avel, what would you like to do? And then we have Clementine on deck.
Okay. So I should have told you that I was thinking about this, but now it's confirmed I'm doing it.
Okay.
So I'm going to summon an aberration.
Woohoo!
And I would like to summon a slot. So you can... I should have thought about this, but I was supposed to do it last night to message you. I was like, but I forgot.
Oh, that's cool.
So a slod is like a sort of toad-like creature.
Yeah,
And
I know the one. They are.
Yeah, it's
horrible.
purple.
They're the most horrible creature in D&D, in my humble opinion.
I had a whole D&D game where people went down to the sewers in like a cyberpunk setting, and I reflavored sloths to be kind of like Alien. It was a nasty time. It was very, very fun.
Yeah, it was nasty. I did that, but where the guys went to this like forest and these slot. Oh god, it was not pretty.
Yeah, they're bad times.
Slots are horrible.
So let me yes.
At least we're on our time now. Our side now.
You want to be a nice red one or a stanky blue one?
I'll take the blue one.
Oh, beautiful. So where
Oh,
are
that's
you
not the gray
summoning
one.
this thing?
Well, I noticed I'm about 90 feet away, so it might be near Bronte's mother. But I would have had knowledge of the things going into Anfash's mouth.
Yeah.
So it's going to go and try and attack the thing going into the mouth.
Hell yeah. Alright. So with that, the slide comes out of some strange wormhole, like absolutely kind of mangled and then reforms its body and then pounces on the ooze, trying to pull it out of the Unfesh. It's almost kind of comedic. It's like trying to pull a plunger out of its mouth. Okay, give me an attack roll.
Perfect. Just as that is happening, I'm like, don't attack the slot. Its name is Caliban. Okay.
Oh, I love him.
While the slod tries to impregnate the slime, we're all like, oh god!
Oh no.
Oh,
Just watching in horror.
Jeez.
You don't know how
awful.
bad slods are. Like, they're
Slods are
awful.
The nastiest.
Banned.
It's okay, don't
It's
worry.
also
Vesta's
you
very
should-
preoccupied with the angry vampire and the angry vampire in front of her. She's like, I won't attack it, don't worry.
So with
She's
this
not raging. She
slot-
is scared.
yeah. Sorry, I was looking. I was like, how does it attack? And I was like, oh, it's my spell modifier. That's great.
Nice.
Mm.
Okay. Oh, wiki. So first attack is 28.
That 100% hits the thing. Yeah.
And that is the first claw as it comes in. And that is how much on the first? Oh, that's sad. That is 8 damage on the first claw.
8 damage. I will say you watch this happen,
Mm-hmm.
and the slod slices down across the face of Unfesh trying to hit the blob. The blob sinks deeper in. Half the damage goes to Unfesh, half the damage goes to the blob. As this thing is so incorporated into Unfesh now at this stage that it's hard to hit just one target.
Yeah, I feel bad what I'm going to do next. Yeah, the Shroud attacks with its other claw attack
Nice.
because I don't know what else to do, and I think this is helping.
Yeah, 100%. Love it.
Hopefully it
Worst
is.
case scenario, I think we all have healing potions. We can give it to Unfeshed.
Yeah.
It's 21 to hit,
21 hits.
and the thing. Let's see. It is 8 plus 4, so 12 damage on its other claw.
Beautiful. Okay. So it's down to...
And I still have my bonus action.
Oh, nice.
And that is going to be, what is it called? That is going to be Chaos Bolt using Quicken Spell.
Ah, quick and spell. Cool.
And I'm sorry. Ava will be like peeking out of the rock, looking at Bronte. I'm like, I'm sorry, and thinking, well, she did make me lose my shoulder. And hits Bronte's mother.
Okay, yeah, cool. Give me an attack roll.
Okay, hopefully, please be good. Well, now I feel bad for wanting to be good. Oh, okay. Oh, it was nearly 20. It's a 19 instead.
19. That hits.
Okay.
She's quite nimble, but she's so surrounded by so many other people that this one 100% hits.
Okay. Let's see. Oh. It is
Music.
fire,
Yeah.
and it is 11 damage. Sorry, it's 12 damage, sorry. Plus the d6.
Beautiful. Fantastic. As the bolt of fire hits her across the face, scars her cheek. She turns, looks around. Let's see if she can see where that came from.
She just sees Clementine.
Yeah, she just sees Clementine. She's like, she just hisses in his direction.
Oh no!
Sorry!
With that,
Oh my god!
Clementine, what do you do?
Oh god.
Sorry, we'll get to you in a second, Tiki, as well. I'll go around this round and then I'll go over to you to see where
Of
you are.
course.
That's no
There's
problem.
no problem.
Bonus action. Clementine is going to Blade Song
Mm-hmm.
because his one definitely ran out. It only lasts for a minute. So he's got those sweet bumps up, and then he is going to Well, see, Bronte is beside a slime that isn't currently munching on Phiast, so I think Clementine is going to go over, going to jump off, do some pirouettes, some spins in the air, spinning around, and he's going to go into a Beyblade attack.
Nice.
Onto the slime.
Cool.
Yes. You.
The slime quickly reshapes its face to look like a young girl. No! Sorry.
I hate kids.
I'll go fuck.
Yeah, so first attack will be a. Oh, that's in that one. Beautiful.
Okay, with that, it's going to take an opportunity to try to suck onto your brains. I need to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Do not do that. On save. 13 plus 5 and 18.
You're fine. You managed to shrug it off, spit it out.
Oh, beautiful. Second attack. That is an 18 plus 5. I don't know what that is. 23.
I mean, that definitely hits.
23. Love it. So D8. Oh, 7. It's 2 attacks. It's not. So that's 7 plus 2. So that's 9 points of damage. Non-magical damage.
Beautiful. Yeah, that doesn't seem to have any resistance to it. You just slice straight through this coagulated blood. A huge chunk of it falls off to the side, gets sucked up by the sand.
And then he's going to shout over. Oh God. Do we know? Did Bronte ever tell us what if her mother has like a title or something? I know you've said it, but I've forgotten.
You can make a history check if you'd like.
I would like to make a history.
Go for it.
I'll finger through my notes, but I don't know if it was.
Don't say that. 15.
Oh,
the Harrier.
Oh yes, Jesus, sorry, the Harrier. Sorry, I can't believe I
It's
keep
okay.
forgetting that. He's going to shout over if possible. Miss Harrier, it is Phiast is so much more beneficial to you alive than he is dead. You should really reconsider your actions currently. Also, hi, I'm a big fan of yours. Bronte has told us so much about you.
To what advantage do I gain if I keep it alive when it feasts on its blood and consume its power?
I mean, you could save him, and he could probably give you a gift. I don't know. I don't know. You're both pretty powerful beings, so I would assume you both could come to an agreement of some sorts.
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Yeah, I know. Clementine is like, he's like so shocked in this whole scenario. Like he's like, I don't know what to say.
I mean, that's how it would be realistically. It's like, just don't, please.
Just don't do it.
He's doing his best.
It's the best you can think of it, like in those situations.
Wait.
Just like,
yeah, this is trying to be like, what do I do?
A 16 and an 8, so an 8 plus 6. 14.
You're a cute child, but no.
She kind of wipes a bit of blood from her lip. Gets ready to attack you, Vesna.
That's fine.
Apologies then, Bronte.
Alright. Moving on.
Last minute.
Iridessa.
Yes, so Iridessa, I actually want Iridessa on that rock, by the way.
Oh, yeah. No problem.
Yeah, just so there. No, you're okay. So Iridessa sees the Harrier eat Lexi, and she, like, just, you see her, like, back and her shoulders come up as just, like, anger rises, and she flies up into the air, not even thinking about what she's doing. And she casts spiritual weapon in the form of a gigantic maul next to Harrier, and between Harrier and Unfish there. Yeah, like a massive. It'll do. It's a big hammer. And she is going to like pinball the Harrier like a bat. Like Lefty just gonna whoop and hit her like as she does that, as she pulls the hammer back and she shouts, "Give me back Lefty!" She just whallops her with the things. So that is a she might miss that. That is a 15 to hit.
15 does not hit, unfortunately. As she
wildly
catches
swing and a
the
miss.
hammer and kind of like slides with the momentum, rolls back around it, lands on the handle, kind of jumps up in the air and comes down onto you, Vesna.
Oh.
Or is
what
attempting
comes onto me? What?
The Harrier is leapt up into the air and is coming down on top of you.
Oh, hold on, because I saw that was my bonus action.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
absolutely.
actually-
You know, they're still kind of like in midair. This is all happening at the same time.
So then, question DM.
Uh-huh.
What is the mechanics of the force grenades?
You throw 'em, and the creatures in the area have to make a dexterity save, and they take force damage.
Okay, she's also going to fuck or excuse my French, a force grenade on top of that person's body right there.
Beautiful. Where did I write down the stats for the freaking force grenades? I think I said they're 2d8, but no. Wait. I had them in my document here.
Well, if it's like a fragmentation grenade's 5d6 piercing on a failed save.
I think you're.
That's a dexterity saving
right.
throw.
Yeah. I'm just double checking. I'm just going through my own notes here.
Okay.
For the force grenades, but yeah. So you're throwing it where again? Sorry, you're throwing it.
Basically, I want the Harrier and Fish to act as barriers, so kind of cover for Vesna and Bronte. So basically,
cool. So you kind
right
of
on top of the body,
wherever
there,
this
where
guy is, kind of roughly.
No.
Oh no,
Well,
this body. I get you. I get that.
Yeah.
I get you. Yeah.
I mean, it could be wherever's going to hit him, but basically, I don't want the guys to get a direct hit. I want the Harrier and God love him on Fish take the hit.
Wrong fish.
Don't Fish really be just like being murdered, and we're like, sorry, boy.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude, we're trying to help.
Yeah. So we're gonna go with 4d. No, 5d6. 5d6 is cool. Yeah.
Okay.
So
And
they're making their dexterity saves.
oh fuck, that's a natural 20.
Oh, they're making their saves.
No, I know, but to throw it.
Oh, to
so
throw
it's-
it. Yeah. Yes. Sorry,
yeah,
my apologies. Yeah. So
Yeah,
easy
that-
peasy. I'm gonna give them
lemon squeezy.
disadvantage on their saves with the natural 20 that you got. They do not see it coming. Oh wow, cool. That nullified one of their natural 20s. The Harrier though still gets a 24 on her save, but on Fesht gets a 7. So with that,
Poor on
So half
on
as
Fesht
much
takes
on a save, yeah.
full damage, and the Harrier takes half damage here. So
Okay.
roll me them dice.
Oh fuck. Okay. Oh fuck. That is 23 points of force damage.
Okay, cool. So 22 goes to wait, sorry, 23. So sorry.
23 to everybody.
I'm just doing quick math.
He's hoping, physics-wise here, that the force grenade will feck the Harrier away from Unfeshed and like blow her away, basically, and because she doesn't figure that's going to kill her or anything like that, but figures it might kind of disrupt kind of the feed fest going on over there.
Yeah, so because the Harrier's leapt into the air to dodge the hammer, the force grenade is now chucked at the same time into the air. There's like a slow motion moment where she then tries to like dodge out of the way, spin in the air, but the force carries the Harrier then flying across the map. It was around here, so the Harrier's going to, I'm going to say, get blasted back right here by the ocean. Yeah, so right on the edge.
So.
Beautiful.
God damn.
Okay. She kind of spins around, lands now in this animalistic pose on all fours, hissing in your direction, and tries to run back across the beach away from you.
Iridescent is up 40 feet as well, by the way. She's like, bitch, give me back my next seat!
You're flying up?
Oh, she's up, 40 feet in the air. Like, she's not even thinking about what she's doing. She's just there. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's not even thinking about moving.
I'm supposed to be the one who rages.
That is perfect for the bloodlust. 100%. Cool. Okay. So we're gonna go now to the other side of the map. To Tinky and Clinky, who are racing across the battlefield. Can you roll me a d8, please?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Oh.
And I won't. I'm joking. That's a 2.
2. So that lightning is still coming down. The storm is at its peak right now. I need the pair of you to make dexterity checks again with disadvantage.
No!
I'm so sorry.
What did I do? This is what happens when you do the crazy thing. Do we roll with disadvantage?
With disadvantage, unless you want to use your inspiration.
No, I don't want to use the inspiration just yet. Oh, okay, that was a natural 20, and that's a 7. That's a 7 plus 5, which is 12 for Tinky.
Okay.
And that is the same for Clinky.
Okay.
They equal.
So, the pair of you take 20 lightning damage as you're both shocked again. I need you to make another Constitution saving throw. You're going to either lose the lightning inside you here or potentially gain a whole bunch more.
Well, Constitution?
Constitution saving throw, yeah.
That's a 25 for Tinky.
Holy shit. With that,
I don't know how
you're
I did that.
moving across the thing and hit by lightning constantly as you're making your way across the battlefield. Like a Super Saiyan now, you're making your way across the sand. The sand is catching on fire below your feet. You are charged with so much energy right now. You don't know how much is inside of you right now, but until you release it. But you can just feel it charging you. With that, you're going even faster than you ever did before. You're zooming across the sand. Clinky, unfortunately, trying to catch up behind. But you're going to skip one of those rolls. You're almost at Titus at this stage. We're going to give it back to you next turn. You're going to do one more roll, and then you can see what happens with this as soon as you push Titus.
Perfect.
Moving back over here on Phiast is now looking at you, Iridessa, as they're controlled currently by the blood oozing around inside them. They're going to try to release a breath attack.
Save the baby.
Iridessa, can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please? As they exhale a cone of cold up in your direction.
1 second here.
As the slad is actually on top of Von Phiast, I also need the slad to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Sure.
So, DM, technical question for you here, sir.
Yeah.
And this could go both ways,
Mhm.
but I'm just curious, okay? So, Iridescent is a shield master, right? So part of that feat is if you aren't incapacitated,
Yeah.
you can add your shield's AC bonus to
I
any
think you can add
dex
this.
throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's for dex throw, but I kind of know what, if it's a breath weapon.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you'd kind of allow it, but
No,
yeah.
I think you can totally add it to this. Yeah, makes sense.
Cool. Ooh, definitely would want to. 5. Ooh, that was not good.
Caliban got 18. This lad.
18 is a success.
Yeah. I'm surprised too.
Okay, and what did Iridessa get?
Iridessa got a 7.
Okay. One more. Okay. Iridessa, you take 40 points of cold damage.
Oh!
Iridescent is down.
And you will also take falling damage as you crash onto the floor,
Oh my god.
failing 2
Yep.
death saves. Or 1 death save. Sorry, failing 1 death save.
Okay.
I nearly
Um,
failed to do that.
Taliban takes half that. Is it Taliban? Did you say?
Caliban. with C.
Caliban. Sorry, Caliban. Let's write that down. Takes 20 points of cold damage.
The poor thing is, it's
Yeah,
still
spiritual
alive.
weapon is gone as well then.
Spiritual weapon. Isn't
No, I think it
concentration.
stays up.
No, amazingly, isn't concentration. It stays up. They've
Oh,
changed that
You
now
can
with the
still
new...
hit it while on death saves, I think. as
Oh,
well.
actually, no. I think if you are unconscious, I think things do go.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
like, I can't imagine how it would stay up.
No,
yeah.
I think I've had this before with friends, and it doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
No.
Okay. We now go back to the top of the round. The Harrier races down towards
I'm
yourself.
about to get smacked.
Gonna get smacked by the,
gonna get
evil,
smacked.
lady. She's gonna start clawing into you.
Yeah.
So, first attack is 23.
A hit? Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And that,
My AC is 16.
Alright, so that will be 6 points of slashing damage.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Second claw comes up across your chest. That is a 24 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And another 7 slashing damage.
Yep.
And now she's going to try to bite down and give you a big munch. That is a 16 to hit.
Well, that is my AC, so does
Okay.
it meet it beats?
Yeah, fortunately.
Okay.
So with that, you take 11 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and you will take. Actually, you're missing hit points, so you will take more damage from this because you're bleeding currently. So she's going to start
Okay.
draining you of your blood, and you're going to take 7 necrotic damage.
Oh.
And you're-
So I had the concentration spell up, so do I have to, like...
if you
do I
can
have to
make me
it, like...
3 Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm not sure how they work, so what number do I have to beat for all of them? Or...
Just 10 for these. I don't think they went over anything
First
else.
one's good. Second one's good. Third one's good. I rolled all above 10 without even adding the con, so that's grand.
Oh yeah. Your hit point maximum though is reduced by 7 as your blood is drained.
Ooh, okay.
can't
Is that
regain-
permanent? Or
Until you get your blood back. It is. For now.
how do... How... Okay.
If you have a nice long rest, you might get it back.
Okay, I'll write that down in my little notebook. I won't change the sheet directly.
Yeah. So you'll be able to be. You just can't be healed past your max HP minus.
Grand. One
Okay.
minus 7. Okay, that's grand.
That is the Harrier's turn. I'm gonna see that new thing of blood. Does she get back her thing? She does. Okay, cool. Moving on, we've got Vesna. What are you doing? How are you retaliating?
Okay, oof. Well, that hurt. Because since I'm not raging, it was all the full damage.
Oh shit! Okay, are you raging now?
No, I can't because I've got the spell up.
Oh,
I'm
true.
big.
oh no.
Oh damn! Big instead of rage.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to reckless attack and hit with sting
Cool.
for the first one.
Yep.
So that gives me advantage. So that is 17. Does 17 hit?
17 just hits. That's their AC.
Okay, marvelous. So that's the first attack. I accidentally rolled that, but I'll count that roll. I'm guessing, is she vulnerable to any damages like psychic or I think it's slashing?
Hasn't seemed to be so far.
Grand. Then I'll just count
Yeah, you
them
can
all
just
up
add it all
together.
up. Yeah, exactly.
4 plus 2. And then I'll add the psychic damage. Sorry. Plus 5. So that's 17 damage on the first hit.
Oh damn.
And can I kind of try in between intimidate her? And then if that doesn't work, I'd like to take the second hit.
Yeah, well, first of all, she's going to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And that's gonna be a fail. First sword, right into her gut, and she vomits out. You see her neck kind of engorge, and then shoots out a cracked figurine, the same kind of porcelain-like figurine, kind of covered in a silver leaf. That is Lexi, and it embeds itself into the sand.
Iridescent. Oh. When she's back up, let her know I have good news.
But
I'm not dead yet.
You said you wanted to intimidate.
Yeah, so I want to kind of look Harrier directly in the eyes. You are surrounded, but you're lucky. My friend over there really likes you. She thinks you're great. Leave now, stop eating unfetched, and I won't continue with my slaughter of you. Between myself alone, never even mind my friends, we will win.
Nice. I will get you to make an intimidation check, and you can add your strength instead of your... You can use your strength modifier instead of your charisma modifier.
Oh, snap.
I'm proficient. Oh, well, I rolled really poorly. It doesn't really matter too much.
These more rolls.
Yeah. So, proficient plus 3 plus 9.
Okay. With a 9. She squints at you. And looks you up and down. Notices the markings on your back. You are no Nikita. You
No.
are a queen. A true Lord of Fae. I think I would love to taste your blood and crush your bones below my feet and tell the world how I slayed a Lord of the Fae.
Her eyes light up. She is completely focused in on you.
Well, titties. Okay. Tits. Oh, I forgot to add the enlarge reduce damage onto the first hit.
Oh, yeah. What would that be?
So I just realized that now. I was like, wait a second. A D4.
Oh, yeah.
An extra 1 damage.
Everything counts.
Yep.
She just spits out a tooth.
Okay. What is it to cancel a spell? Is it like an
You
action,
just
a
end
bonus
it. You
action?
just end it as a free action. I'm pretty sure. If you want to end it and switch into rage, you can absolutely do that.
I think I would like to, and then spend my bonus action to rage, because I think raging will help me take less damage.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that, you shrink down and your tail expands. You kind of get elongated and shrunk in other ways. It's like,
Yeah, it's grotesque. It's always grotesque.
It's amazing.
Claws and fangs are all out. The big long wasp tail shoots out again. It's like, well,
beautiful.
time to get serious, I guess, properly. And she's gonna take the second attack and looks back over at Bronte and is like, really sorry. Let's be honest, she's fine. This is fine. As she kind of gets angry again, like, it's fine.
Yeah, go
I'm
for it.
reckless attack again. Smack. We Anki. That's a 15 plus 7, so 20 something to hit. The other one was a nat 1, so thank God for the advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reckless.
Yeah, it hits.
Marvelous. Clear. Ooh, nice. 9 plus strength plus rage. Plus the psychic. 7. I think that's everything. Yep, so 22 damage on the second hit.
Gee whiz, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, you bring down the blade second time right across her face. and Bronte, images of your mother flash into your mind of her spending many hours in the bathroom before going to elaborate parties in Guinea to fill in her scarred face with different kinds of makeups and other liquids and stuff to make it look like she has this porcelain white face. This is a scar that never healed.
Oh,
Oh
the
no.
psychic damage is permanent.
Okay. Okay, good to know.
Vesta
good to
doesn't
know.
know this, but I now know this, and I'm horrified.
Bronte knows this.
And it's Bronte's turn.
Okay, we are we good on the bloodlust
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
that I texted you
Very
about?
cool.
Okay.
I love it.
Right. I'm gonna throw a d20.
Go for it. Let's see who you fight.
Okay. That's gonna incur an ally attack.
Okay. Who you hit?
That's fine.
Tara, from
No,
person
no,
to
it's
person,
okay.
I am so sorry.
Look, listen, I kind of, even beside the bloodlust thing, Bronte really loves her mum, and Vesna knew this. That's why she's been like, go away,
Go sleep, go sleep, go
Relax.
sleep.
Good sleep.
go away, go away, go away. So
Yeah,
don't
so
worry.
I'm going to
Can you-
attempt the pin and bite action. She's too feral to use a sword,
Yeah.
so she's going to run and tackle Vesna from behind, attempting to grapple her.
Okay. So, contested rolls.
Mhm.
You can use athletics or acrobatics.
Ooh. Okay, so do I roll as well?
Yeah. Don't worry, you don't have to roll very much to get beyond what I got.
Oh yeah, because I have advantage because of Anki, because it's
Oh,
a
nice.
strength checks.
This PB is brought to you by Dakota Irish.
That's a 22.
Oh, absolutely, you're fine.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like swatting her away, like I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
She's gonna bite you now, kind of like a cross dog.
Someone was an angry
is-
kitten, I get it.
That's a 16.
That is my AC, so that hits.
Other people just beat that
Okay.
AC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just about.
Okay.
People rolling well to hit me. I shouldn't have said like hit me. Now I'm getting hit.
If it makes you feel any better, that is 3 damage. That's 3.
And
That's
it's
3.
piercing.
It is. Yeah.
So
Piercing.
that's halved. So that would be 1.5 technically. So is that just 2, or is that rounded down or up?
Usually damage is rounded up, but
Okay.
usually.
I think it's rounded
I'll
down,
pop in-
actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So it's rounded down.
Okay.
So you take
A
1.
single damage.
Yeah.
Thank God for
Is
the
equal
rage.
damage.
Yeah, but it's
Um,
friendship damage and it hurts more.
The emotional damage runs deeper.
Yeah.
Many sessions.
Damage.
She's like a puppy, you know, when they're trying sort of mouthing and they bite and you don't expect it, and you're like, "Ow, dude, what the fuck?"
I just imagine Vesna has like one hand on the sword holding out in front of her at Bronte's mother, and just one hand back, like just being gnawed on by Bronte. And she's just there like, I'm sorry.
Stop!
Like the younger sibling thing, you know, when their arms
Stop
are too short
that!
and they're trying to hit you and you just have your hand on their head.
Yeah.
But in
She's-
this moment,
she's-
you're
yeah.
absolutely tiny. You're the smallest one there. You're just like, listen.
Listen.
I'm like, I keep changing Vesna's height. I was about to say 2 foot tall. And I'm like, wait, no, 3 foot. I'm like, wait a minute, but she's X many foot tall.
Yeah, she's like
Hey,
flying
she-
up to
she
Bronte's
changes.
face and holding her head or something.
With that, we're gonna hop over then to the oozes. First one is over by you, Clementine, is going to try lash out with some of its just pseudopods. First one's a natural 1. So with that
Sweet.
natural 1, I'll get you to make. You can make an opportunity attack if you want. If you want to use your reaction too.
Oh,
overextends.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Of course I will. I always will. Slap the bitch. No, that's a 3 plus 5.
8. Okay. Fortunately,
Ow!
misses.
No.
The second one comes around. It tries to get you. It's a 13 to hit with the next pseudopod. trying to come in behind.
Doesn't hit.
Yeah, easy peasy, spin it off, no problem. That's its turn there. This next one is going to... Actually, I forgot to make a roll for Unfeshed earlier. And with that, Unfeshed kind of stiffens up its whole body, bites down on the ooze, taking it over. I think that's... Hold on. Yeah, so it does... so it actually... This ooze gets hunched out of Unfeshed onto the sand. And is going to try and... Let me see here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, just gonna go back for Unfeshed again. It's gonna just try to lash into it. That is its job. It's gotta take it out. That is gonna miss. I rolled a 2. The next one is a 13 to hit. 12 to hit. Doesn't hit. So it's just flailing on Unfeshed, and Unfeshed is now starting to stand up and straighten up its body. It's beaten to fuck. It's vomiting blood, kind of like what's his name? What's his name from Spirited Away?
Blue, blue, blue. Oh yeah, the dragon. Oh god, yeah.
Oh.
No, it wasn't the dragon. It was No Face, wasn't it?
I was thinking No Face, but also I was thinking of the main guy when Haku. When he's been attacked by all the cards, the paper cutouts, and he's just kind of bleeding loads of blood out of his mouth. But
It's
No Face is
definitely a
probably
H.
more fitting because he's a bit goofier than Haku.
I don't know if it is Haku because I actually have not. I've only watched it once.
That sounds right. So we'll go with that. Someone else
Google.
can correct us in the chat. If anyone can think of it, you get a thumbs up.
I'm googling it.
Actually, if anyone can think of that name, they can give any player they want inspiration.
Ooh.
Okay. So, moving on. That's their moves. We're on to yourself, Avel. And we have Clementine on deck. So, Avel, what would you like to do?
What would I like to do? I had a plan. What was the plan? Okay, first plan. Sorry, it's
Starting to
Freedom
sound
All.
like Titus.
Stop it! Stop it! I'm better, hopefully. Okay, so I'm going. Where's the Harrier?
The Harrier is up here. So I'll zoom out.
I'm in for your
Okay.
mom.
I know. I do better from far away. You know, it's easier on the ice. So
Trying to bring your
I'm-
wand to the party.
oh god.
Before you choose to do what you want to do, Clementine for the win has confirmed it is Haku. So you can choose who you want to give advantage to in the chat there. Continue, Abel.
Clementine for the win, my favorite.
Your fans. Okay. So first I'm going to do a first level spell, Chaos Bolt.
Hell yeah.
Aim for the Harrier.
Oh.
That's 26 to hit.
26 hits.
And 22 Sorry, I rolled 2 7s. That means Chaos Bolt gets to be chaotic. It's also psychic
Oh
damage.
shit! It does.
Okay.
Oh, that's so cool. I've never seen that
Okay.
happen.
I haven't either.
We love a
I
bit
haven't
of
either.
chaos.
This is my first time ever, and I've done many a Chaos
I
Bolt.
love it.
So that is with the D6.
I don't even know what this
That-
means.
That is 19 psychic damage to the Harrier for causing undue trauma to your daughter.
Holy shit. Can you flavor that for me?
Oh,
How
So-
do you imagine this attacking the Harrier?
so since I'm sort of more in tune with psychic damage, it's just like this blast and this pounding. It's like a serious headache, but it cuts deeper, and just like in her head, you're a bad mom. You're a bad mom.
all of Abel's like past comes into it.
Yeah.
There's
Holy shit.
there's too much mom on the field for me.
It's all the mums in this game.
Look, that's why
best
Vesna
wasn't
ran over
good
here
enough.
away from her own mom. She's like, nope,
Let's see what's
not
going
even
on.
acknowledging it.
Damn. With that,
okay.
there's this pulsing
Oh.
sensation. Everyone can hear the reverberations of the... Suddenly, there's like an explosion of blood from her eyes, her mouth, her ears, her nose. as she starts wailing, hunches over.
But I'm not.
And her head snaps at a like 90-degree angle to the side. Looks at yourself, Bronte, and you see the bloodlust start to fade from her face. Kind of vampiric, bat-like features start to recede. And you see a beautiful, elegant, orcish vampire now, smothered in blood still, reaches out with a shaky hand towards you, Bronte, and just says,
That cloak. Where did you get it?
Mom! Mom!
She's still confused, trying to figure that part out, but she does begin to soften as that freaking wave of psychic energy rushed through her entire body and wrecked her. She's barely standing, you can tell. For someone who knows your mom as well as you do, you've never seen her like this. She is on death's door.
Oof. Am I still in the bloodlust?
I'm going to say you can make your wisdom saving throw with advantage here. Avel, is there anything else you'd like to do?
I mean, there's still a lot I could do. So, I mean, I have a chaos bolt ready to go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit the other blood ooze that's in front of Clementine.
You got it.
Will that be is that -2 for the attack, or is that insight?
I mean, you can. I'd say you can step to the side here to get a better accuracy.
Cool.
I think you're fine.
Okay, cool. So straight up, it is math. 18,
18 hits. Yep.
and it sounds bad, but it's 2 2s.
Oh, so you get to do it again.
Apparently.
Holy
But
shit!
So that hold. The D6. Oh, it's only a 1. So it's 5. 2 is cold damage. So it's 5 cold damage. Is there anyone else to attack though?
Wait,
That's another question.
you get a chaos bolt for every time you double.
Yeah, it
Yes.
can effectively
But
be
it doesn't happen.
infinite. Yeah.
Oh my god, that is so cool.
I've only seen it happen. I've never been to happen.
I've only watched a video about it.
Well, let's go. Let's beat that happen.
It's recorded. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So 5 towards one blob. That blob. Is there another blob?
Able. One woman army.
Yeah, there's another blob through the fire. That will be at a -2, but you can still try to hit it.
Okay. Roll. +11.
Bronte, what did you got in your save?
I got an 18.
18. It does. It subsides. Your heart rate levels a bit more.
Okay, I'll get to that on my turn. Interesting.
So with the -2, 24 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Let me know how much damage you do.
That is a lot. Do I know if the cold damage did anything last time? Because I have a choice between cold and poison.
It doesn't seem to have affected it at all.
Okay, we're going with poison. See if
Like,
poison
as
does
in, like,
anything.
it doesn't seem to be, like, resistant or anything. It just did normal damage.
Oh, I like cold. It's more like
Yeah.
her season right now.
From the depths of space. the
It's in
cold of
style.
Space.
Oh, it would be funny if there was another thing. Okay. I'm going to do, if it's okay, just my bonus action, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, but I can't do it because she's down. Okay. I was going to do trauma, but I can't do it anymore.
Is trauma a spell?
It is with Abel. No.
I
so
can't
no,
Kinda
prepare to be
double
God. Prepare to beat your sins.
Oh my god.
seeing all, like, she's just done.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Is Iridessa still on the, like, is she alive? Is she up or is she down?
Iridescence
Iridescence
dying.
is down. She is limp on the rock. Blood
Oh.
going everywhere. Well, no, she's frozen, I suppose. So.
Renaissance painting.
Oh, I don't have a
Yes.
thing.
One hand on her wrist on her forehead. She's like,
Yeah.
I've already done that. Damn it, I didn't know that.
Perfectly lying in a contrapposto.
What?
Exactly.
Cure wounds. No, I can't help you. I'm so sorry. I didn't know that. I don't. You're okay.
Sorry, how much damage
yeah,
did this slime take, actually? Just out of curiosity.
8 plus 3, so 11.
Okay, shit. Nice. Dope.
That was cold damage. Yeah, I think Avel's done, and she's going to like panic over the fact that Iridescence is like on the rock.
Yeah.
And not looking good because I forgot and mutters.
It's alright.
That's
We'll get to
Abel's
that
turn.
soon. Okay.
Please help Iridessa. That is Abel's war cry at this point.
Okay. Beautiful. With that, Clementine, it's your turn.
Is
that
the
scene.
lightning still happening?
It is, but most of the lightning storm, you look across the battlefield, it is all focused right now on Tinky. Tinky is this beacon of light. Lightning is constantly following Tinky as if, like those, the electric balls, the glass balls with the electric
Plasma ball.
Plasma.
The plasma orbs.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I'm thinking right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you are the finger on the Tesla ball. And all of the lightning is gathering towards you right now.
Clementine is like, oh god, it's so far away. I don't. And he starts looking around, and as he's like fighting off this slime, he sees the fire behind him, and he's going to like take his sword and kind of try to hook some, and he's going to fling it towards Iridessa and go, my dear, you are not supposed to be down. And he is going to 4th level Healing Word as the fire kind of like wraps over her body, but in more of like a prismatic, like light shift. And it's like his whole thing is supposed to be light magic. So
I love it.
I'm trying.
Love him.
Very.
So that is that is 4d4 plus 3, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12. 12 plus 3, 15 points of healing.
Nicely done.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Iridescent, you feel that memory return, that porcelain doll on the shelf cracking, reaching out to your mother before you come back to wrapped in beautiful prismatic fire, filling your body with heat, with life again. Clementine, yeah. Cut you off.
Oh no, that's it. As soon as he sees that, he's just going to kind of the same arc of the blade swing, just bring it down onto the slime in front of him.
Beautiful. Yeah, give me an attack roll.
Attacks.
Do the attack.
That's a 11 plus 5 is 16 to hit the
That
first one.
hits. Yeah.
Oh my god.
100%.
28. That's
on fire.
6. 6 plus 2, so 8 damage.
Yes. Beautiful.
And then the second hit is a dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits.
And that is
Favorite
6
type of 20.
damage.
6 damage. How do you want to finish this thing off?
He's going to like as the prismatic light kind of like envelops Iridessa, some still trails kind of like this is going to be incredibly this is such an obscure reference, but it's the only one I can think of, and you guys are into Overwatch.
Hell
know
yeah.
the cinematic with Genji and Hanzo, and Genji kind of guides the dragons with his sword.
Oh yes.
At the end, he does that with a large turn to flame, and as it strikes through the the slime, it kind of prisons the slime into like fractals.
Ooh, that's so cool. Like you kind of superheat it so it just becomes solid and then...
Yeah, it just like shatters into like real like thin layers of glass.
I love it. Fantastic. And as that glass shatters and you throw that raw power into that being, you do see reflections of yourself, but inside those fractals you see reflections of yourself, but also versions of yourself that are strange, distorted, not covered in flowers. And then you see her for a brief moment.
Ooh, spooky.
Okay.
And then he'll just kick them to shatter as soon as he sees the image appear. He just like kicks it.
Yeah. Shatters.
And then turns to like the unfeast, and the other slime just gets ready for the next round.
Mm-hmm. All right, Iridessa, you're back. You're conscious. You see the statue of Lexi buried in the snow, covered in blood, just around by Bronte. You see the battle is starting to calm down somewhat. One of these blobs have shattered. One of them is slowly crawling towards you while you're on the rock. What would you like to do?
Iridessa kind of... She sits up and shakes her head like, oh, what happened? And she looks over and she sees Clem, kind of do the salute, like, get your ass up. And she kind of thanks Clem as she pulls out her mace, and she has the ability at 8th level to imbue her weapon with divine energy. So she is going to divine strike, imbue her mace with divine energy, and whack the shit out of that stupid slime.
Hell yeah! Give me all the whack now.
Oh, she's gonna whack it. That's an actual
No way!
Let's go.
Hell yeah!
The ring.
All right, let me see.
So that is a 1d6 and an extra 1d8 radiant damage. Oh shit! And I am doubling.
Double the dice, or double the damage.
Double dice, double the damage.
All the
I'm
dice.
gonna double the dice.
Yeah, it's always fun to roll more dice.
Ooh,
Oh, it's always more fun to roll.
more dice.
Chaotic.
Oh, shabba! So that is, 7, 11, 14, 17 points of damage with 10 of it being radiant.
Luke, how do you want to do this?
I didn't think I was actually going to kill anything. As she brings down the mace, she's like, "Where is Lexi?" Melts the mace down, and this mad giant bolt of radiant energy comes flying out of the sky and pierces through the gelatinous cube, and just boom, as this big hole goes through, and it just goes, and it splats down.
Oh, yeah.
Fixed.
With that, the two oozes are defeated. Harrier has softened. She begins to move over towards you, Bronte, one hand out, reaching towards you. In the meantime, this walking nuke slowly makes their way across the battlefield. Lightning attacking them from all over. You finally reach
Dingy.
Titus.
It's just like one of those plasma balls that flies through the air, over like Virginia. It's like, what the fuck is
In
that?
this moment, as you're making your way over faster and faster, you're starting to float off the ground slightly from the static electricity. Totally unaware, back turned, Titus is dunking Finn McCool into the water. What would you like to do, Tinky?
Okay. What I would like to do is, as she reaches the water, Tinky is going to stand there, kind of shoulders ready, arms out, legs are open. She's like in a power stance right now. and she's going to stop herself by kind of skidding almost to a stop, and like the glass will form from how fast and how hot she is. And this is going to kind of, create a bit of a shatter. And as she stands still, she's going to pull out her light hammer, and she is going to cast catapult on it.
Oh my god! Yes.
Okay, I just have to say, this is the first time in my entire D&D career that I've seen somebody cast catapult, and it is the best thing ever.
Thank you very much, Luke. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me.
Okay.
I've been waiting for this moment, Alice. Do it.
I wanted.
Show me greatness. Yeah, I didn't know I wanted this until it happened.
In a wonderful quote Gavin said to me last year, I'm better than on post, on Phiast, DPD, I will fucking deliver.
Yeah, those are my words.
That was from Dingle last year.
Those
I give
are my
all
words.
credit to Gavin.
Nothing beats the postal system.
Sorry, plagiarism.
So, what level are you casting catapult at?
First level, so that's 3d8. As she casts catapult on it, the two gears that are around her wrist begin to glow bright, and even though they are like, I can only imagine she's that plasma color, like she's red hot metal, the gears are going to turn blue, as I'd like to use my inspiration to actually, no, can I use inspiration? No, oh no, this is actually a save. Never mind.
I'm gonna get him to roll. If you spend your inspiration here, I think this just hits. He has his back turned. He has no idea this tiny little auto gnome is behind him. He's
red hot.
Yeah, red hot auto gnome shooting across the beach. He has no idea. I think if you spend your thing, he would have a disadvantage anyway. But if you want to spend your inspiration here, you can 100% spend it so it just automatically hits. You have coup de grace here.
I would like to do that, please.
Alright, I need you to roll the 3d8, but on top of that 3d8, I need you to add an additional 24d8.
24?
So if you can roll me 27d8.
Excuse me?
I haven't even roleplayed what I was going to do. Oh my god. Okay.
But you can roleplay and roll, I suppose, at the same if you can do.
Oh god, I don't want to use the D&D Beyond. But I don't have 27 d8s on me.
I don't think many people do, but I mean, Luke, you might have it, but...
I think if I were to get all the d8s in this household, I may.
You could just keep rolling and then write them down.
27 d8.
Yes.
Holy shit snacks, okay.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. I got the shakes. Okay, I'm gonna roll 27 d8 right now.
Hell yeah.
As I'm rolling this, and of course my laptop is incredibly slow from the amount of d8s and the maths that it has to do. No, it's in. Oh, I've never rolled that much time before. Oh my god. Do you want the amount of damage first, or do you want the roleplay first?
Roleplay.
Give me the roleplay first, and then drop the mic with the damage.
I love that. I love how quick as well, Tara, you were to answer that. Thank you. It has given me some confidence and a spotlight. So as Tinky picks up her light hammer from her tool belt, the two gears that are on her wrist go from red hot to a burning white blue, almost white, as they go around the light hammer, and there's just this. It's the entire thing is just almost like a bar of light in her hand. It is eye-burning, blinding white, and excuse me. And as she is ready to throw it, she's going to shout, Titus, let him go! And she's going to, as she raises the hammer to throw it, the lightning that had once fueled her cracks down from the sky again for one more bolt. As she is charged, as she throws it, just this line of lightning goes across as the hammer flies at lightning speed to the back of Titus's head. And it's just, you can barely even see it with how fast it goes. It's almost like a Thor moment here, as she hits Titus with 136 damage from catapult. And I just remembered I need to know how much lightning damage is going to be on top of that, because she is supercharged.
Oh.
That's a lot of damage.
There's a lot of damage.
A lot of damage.
So
There's a lot of damage.
with the that would all be as
That's
lightning
damage.
damage, I think. Was there an additional damage as well that you do?
No, Alice, I think the 24d4 is the lightning
Yeah, it
damage.
is. Yeah,
that
the
was
24d4 is the
stored
lightning
Lightning
damage, and we'll say
Oh.
in this instance we can just count it all for lightning damage, as the
Okay, yeah.
the hammer is
Actually,
like a
I
ball
think
of
that
plasma.
includes the 3d8.
Yeah, perfect.
Probably. Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, perfect. That's
If
actually
you
it
did
then.
27 d8s with like a level 2 catapult, it would be the most outrageous spell in existence.
Yeah, that's you know what, that's fair. I think that 27 included the 3d8 on top of it, of the catapult.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, perfect. Great.
So-
the math was not mathing for a moment.
Hilariously, Titus was the one who suggested this to you a few weeks back. He wanted you to throw a bottle of lightning into your chest. You have taken the entire sky into your chest, put it in a hammer, and it now hits the back of Titus's head. As the hammer shoots across the ocean, it splits the sea completely.
Oh my god. I am Moses.
The
I am
entirety
mechanical Moses.
of the ocean lights up, taking some of this electrical charge. Every Fomorian, every undead still clambering out of the ocean in this moment is fried instantaneously. The ship,
Oh.
being made of metal, immediately combusts
Oh no.
and catches on fire. And the back of Titus's head stretches much longer than it should in like a cartoonish like fashion before he in an instant bolts and moves with the momentum of the hammer, being sent miles into the sky, disappearing like a twinkle of light in Team Rocket fashion.
I was about to say Team Rocket blasts off again.
And Titus disappears from the battlefield. There's a moment of pause as the ocean remains split, and then it slowly begins to cascade inward and fill that gap again. The Fomorians are, speechless. Most of them are dead. The ship is up in flames. And in that moment, Finn reaches back his head as a spear is tossed into his hand. And he turns to you, looking a little disappointed, and says, "You know, what I'm going to do next is never going to be remembered in comparison to this. Usually I have the cool last minute finishing move, but well, I'll try mine anyway." And with
I'm
that,
so sorry. I was just meant to be the supporting act. I just wanted to bonk him. I'm so sorry. I think he's going to realize she just probably changed the course of time.
or you made history. You are the history of this battle. He gives a humble little grin with his perfect teeth on his perfect face and tosses the burning hot red spear into the Balor of the Evil Eye. And you watch as all of the color, all of the burning chaotic energy oozing out of this creature is absorbed instantaneously into the spear. You see his lightning sword extinguish, his flame whip quench, the blood, the red blood, bloody kind of skin that he has goes gray, and he turns to ash. And he is no more, as every single bit of his essence is absorbed.
That's so cool.
And he grabs the spear midair, lands back down, kind of floats back down onto the rock, kicks his Fomorian who's there, because screw him, he's in the way. Kind of squats.
Just that little sidekick.
Yeah. Squats down to you, absolutely blown away. And we're gonna go and have ourselves a little break there. And we're gonna come back in 15 minutes. So a lot happened there. So we'll come back at about
A lot.
25 past. We're gonna have a little break.
Tinky.
Tinky!
Tinky.
Tinky!
Fantastic.
I actually don't think it was that cool.
I'm not going to make you a cup of tea now.
Oh, revenge.
Will make me on.
All right.
No, I
We'll be
will still
back.
make you a cup of tea, don't worry.
Thank you all for watching, and during our break video there will be another bingo word announced. Add that bingo word to the break video, and during the break video only, to take part in tonight's giveaway of mystery dice brought to you by Dakota Irish. And we'll see you in 15 minutes. By the end of the break video, you better have your bingo word in, because otherwise you won't get to take part in the giveaway. Thank you very much.
No dice.
Can't get no
No dice.
giveaway.
Get no dice. Or no dice.
See you in a bit. Oranges,
Stop,
oranges,
stop.
oranges, 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 oranges,
Oranges.
oranges,
Oranges.
Welcome back.
Clementine.
So, we're back at the tail end of this war scene with this AD D&D game. Tinky, you just split the sea, and the rest of you wailed on Bronte's mother, who is now coming around and is starting to calm. As Bronte's mother is barely standing, has just been racked with a whole barrage of psychic energy and psychic blade attacks from Vesna. Calmed and quietened down, the animalistic traits on the Harrier's face recede, and you see this beautiful orcish woman now, saturated in blood. Hair that was white is dripping red. Her face smeared all over from her own blood that's now come out of her eyes, nose, mouth, ears.
Oof.
And this bloody figure gently kind of reaches her hand out towards you, Bronte.
Yeah, I'm gonna trot over as quickly as I can. I'm gonna take out one of my potions and immediately give it to her. Please drink this. You're not looking too good. Are you okay?
If only this would work on me. I will get my fill of blood soon.
And she pams the potion back into your hand.
Well, at least take one of mine.
She reaches down at your belt and plucks a small vial.
Interesting. You have these on hand at all times.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at me. I'm a vampire.
Yes. Familiar. You smell of Fae. Where or when have you come from?
Well, it's a bit of a long story. We were sent back in time to fix certain things. Unfished was one of them, which is why my friends might have given you a thump or two. Oh, sorry about that.
She shakes her head and kind of lifts up her hand. She's kind of been playing with your cloak the whole time. The wisps of shadow kind of coming off as she strokes it.
Oh, you gave me this.
Then I must give it to you again.
She slowly takes it off your shoulders and folds it in her hands. She looks around now. Other soldiers are no longer distracted by undead. Most of them have been destroyed, and they're starting to draw their blades and close in around the Harrier.
Oh, you better run. Make sure to look after yourself, all right? I I don't want to pop out of existence all of a sudden. That would be very inconvenient.
When we see each other again, you must survive so you can tell me everything.
Oh, absolutely. See you later, Mom.
See you later.
And she explodes into bloody red bats that flutter off in every direction.
Huh. Time travel's really funky. Oh, Vesna! Vesna, I'm so sorry.
No, I should be sorry. I didn't want to fight your mom.
She's like that sometimes. It's okay.
Well, you can when the war's over, you can punch me really hard to until you're not mad at me anymore. That makes me feel better.
I mean, if it would make you feel better, I guess. Where would you want me to punch?
I don't really.
I'm just gonna throw a little one,
Sorry.
It's only if you wanna. You don't have to hit.
I mean, I've already. If she points to your pinky, which has a little slice in it from the one hit point of damage you took. I mean, I've already kind of done it, I guess.
Yeah.
So
I didn't mean my threats. I wanted to try scare your mom off, because I know how much you care for her. So I just wanted to throw her away from the fight.
I
didn't want
appreciate
anything to
that.
happen.
I really do. And hey, it could have been worse. I'm here, you're here, Mom's here. The Unfished is here. Actually, how's Unfished looking?
Yeah.
Oh, fucked. But no, actually, they're already starting to regenerate and heal, and they take to the air. No wings, but magically fly like a snake in the air towards Finn, who starts to ride Unfished, and in that moment, with his spear in hand, with the power of the Balor of the Evil Eye within it, he just shoots a massive red laser beam through the entire ship that's already on fire and is starting to concave inwards, and he just finishes it off, and it starts to sink into the depths of the ocean. Everyone on board trying to get off, getting caught in explosions. The whole thing explodes and is gone.
Huh. So Titus lied about that, huh? It was Unfished that did that. You know, I painted a commission for him once, where he said that he split an entire boat in half.
Maybe he split a different boat.
Maybe. But I still want to mention it to him when we go back and see if he remembers.
You do see...
Consider it payback.
There is way off amongst the stormy skies. The lightning is starting to disperse, and you can see the moon now in the night sky. There's a silhouette of a black winged figure that takes off.
You know, if I was hit with something that big, I don't think I'd come back either.
No. I don't think I could come back.
I mean, I personally think I'd be quite embarrassed. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, did you see him?
From over the other side.
Sometimes you just come back with a bigger lightning stick. So let's hopefully Gauyer finds a bigger lightning stick.
Yeah, I think that would be good.
Actually, a good idea.
What is that frog, actually? Oh my god.
Is the squad still there, actually?
It is.
Do we need to fight it?
It's Caliban. He's very friendly.
Oh,
Okay.
Near-Death skirts around him to go find Lexi.
oh right. Yeah, she's
spat her out.
Yeah, it looked very painful. Lots of
Nearly hit
spikes.
me in the face.
Near-Death falls down to her knees to pick up little Lexi. Oh my god! What did she do to you? And she cradles little Lexi in her lap.
You know, if it makes you feel any better, she's done it to Baphomet a couple of times, and he was okay. She'll be fine.
Near-Death kind of looks up like... Boop, boop.
My dear, I think you're going to have to reevaluate your idea of what is okay.
Yeah,
Huh?
eating your familiar is not okay.
Well,
That's
I mean-
not okay.
He popped back later.
That doesn't make it better.
It does not seem to have sunk in with her later. This will be something that she'll think about at night.
I wonder what kind of torture that would be to a being that can be continuously summoned and destroyed. Never mind. Let's start thinking about the battle again, and not morals.
With that, the remaining soldiers are already like fighting off the retreating Fomorians and undead, and in very little time at all, the battlefield is cleared. The Fomorians are they escape back into the ocean depths, taking the ashes of their leader with them, try to scoop up as many as they can as they run back into the ocean depths, and the armies start to celebrate. They start to cheer. They start to shout at them as they roar, like run back off into the ocean, and the war is won.
Woohoo! No one's mother's died.
As everybody starts retreating and stuff, Clementine's going to go over to Iridus and go, "Here, my dear, I think everybody would really like to see who was watching over them." And as he does that, he's going to do the same thing with the fire, but this time throw it into the sky and cast a major image, but of Baphomet.
Ooh.
A large, like,
Hell yeah.
I think it's God, how big is a spell?
It'd be pretty big, I think.
It could be huge.
Major
I think in this moment.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot cube.
Yeah,
Like, it's huge.
Freaking huge. Size of Titus is now this beautiful prismatic dragon up in the air, overlooking all of
Flapping
you.
its wings.
Iridescent just kind of looks up and she's just like in awe, like, oh my, she says.
Iridessa, as you do watch this, that same stone fort, same stone circle comes back into your mind. The arcane runes in the center of it. A teleportation circle to bring you somewhere. And you're not sure if it's your own natural awareness or if in this moment Bahamut takes over you and fills you with this inspiration, but you're all of a sudden aware of everything. The moon, the stars, the ley lines, everything is lining up in this moment. Very rarely does an opportunity like this occur, and you feel the massive volumes of arcane and celestial energy gathering somewhere. And you know that stone circle can take you there. And the celestial energy that is accumulating is the most familiar of energies that you've ever experienced in your life. And you know 100% that is Bahamut.
Iridessa looks longingly at it. She kind of stretches her hand out as she kind of half gets up. She's kind of on her knees and she kind of half gets up and kind of stretches her hand out longingly like she wants to go to it. But then as she does that, she looks at the faces of her friends and of the group, and she realizes that as much as that she wants to go to the circle, that she doesn't feel like now is the right time. Something's holding her back. And as she kind of does that, she sinks back onto her heels and she kind of puts her head down and she begins to, as she cuddles Lexi, she begins to weep a little bit as she basically says no. Not yet.
You know in your heart an event like this may never happen again. You may never get this chance to meet Bahamut. I'll leave that with you.
Clementine comes back with, Iridessa, does this look like, would this look like Baphomet? I'm not sure. I'm kind of going based on your visage and, I forget the name of your familiar. I'm so incredibly sorry. But I kind of...
It's Lexi.
Oh, Lexi. Yes, I kind of made it to look like both of you, because I don't know what Baphomet really looks like.
She
It's
looks
got
up
your
at
wings.
she looks up at the image and she kind of nods silently to Clem that she's saying, yeah, it looks like him, and she kind of sinks down a bit lower again.
Well, don't be upset. We won the war.
And Iridessa then kind of, as he says that, she kind of shakes it off when she stands up and she kind of wipes the tears from her cheeks a bit. And she says, right, as she shakes herself, come on, we have people to help. And she starts to move towards the injured, and she, at the same time, reads, she does the ritual with the statue as she maintains a hopeful inward prayer that this, even though she knows these events don't happen very often, maybe she'll get another chance again, but that she can't leave her friends, not now.
Give me that wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Oh god dang. That is a dirty 22.
With that, the statue comes to life again. The wings
Alright,
unfold.
dirty. So apologies, dirty 25. Jesus.
Yeah, no problem at all. The wings unfold again, and Lexi sits in your arms like a child, nuzzles into you, and goes to sleep a little tuckered out after being eaten.
Yes. Iridesc's apologizing profusely. She goes to help heal other people. I'm so sorry, Lexi. Oh god.
I'm curious, what is Tinky doing right now as Clinky eventually catches up? Everyone is crowding around Tinky at the stage, just cheering, and you just hear the Tinky, 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 Tinky.
Oh my god. As Clinky comes up to Tinky, Tinky's actually going to step into the water, just a couple steps, and she's going to sit in the water so that her metal cools down. After being so hot, there's like a sizzle. as she kind of dips herself in the water, and she's gonna kind of put her arms in, and she's just gonna kind of take a moment. As she feels kind of the inspiration kind of not fizzling out, but just kind of settling after using such kind of power and the creativity that came to her to give her the will of being able to use the lightning. And she's going to then kind of fall back on her bum again and kind of lean back on her elbows, so she's quite very much immersed in the water as the water slowly seeps into her, and she becomes basically a metal water bottle. She's slowly filling with water, as she'll look up at Clinky and she'll go, "I think I did good. I don't know. I know I helped, but I always do this for you." As she's going to reach a hand up, and Clinky is just kind of going to slowly just like pull her out of the water from like underneath her arms like a child. As he lifts her up, and we'll feel that kind of her shoulders and her arms are still a bit hot, so he's going to kind of just help her up, and he's gonna carry her back towards the others, kind of from the waist, so that he doesn't get a bit of a metal burn.
Oh,
as she cools down.
that is so wholesome. Amazing.
They're so cute.
So cute. Yeah, you start slowly making your way back. The crowds are following you, and by the time you get to the other end of the beach, there is a mass of soldiers all following behind, and the shadow of Finn McCool amongst them all, cascading over you, and you see the very hot, steaming Tinky finally arrive and regroup with the rest of you.
Hey guys!
Wow.
You're insane!
That was so cool.
It was like a.
How did you do it?
I hope we did good. I hope I did okay. Are you
Of
guys
course you
okay? Can I
did.
help?
Launched Titus.
I feel bad. I think I might have given him a bald patch behind his head.
No, he'll get over it. It's fine. He'll be
Oh
fine.
god, the toad thing's following us.
I love him.
No Titus
We
will
can
live.
go away.
He'll drink his feelings away.
When
Maybe
we're-
I'm the cause of that.
when we're not moving, Calbant will just like sit on his back and tongue hanging out, sort of like a pug when it sits down.
Oh, does this include the wheezing?
I love that.
Seriously, there's
It includes the wheezing.
Oh, God.
Oh,
God, do not eat
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Just one does.
This is gonna sound so cringe, but is he Weezer Blue?
Get the hell out of here.
Blue and purple.
Oh
I
my
will not.
God.
What was the cringe?
Weezer.
Weezer?
You know what? You're better for not knowing.
Yeah, you really are. Okay, don't worry about it.
I don't get it.
I couldn't help myself.
You don't know.
Yeah, Tinky, you did good. You did really good.
Oh, I
You
know
did
he's
great.
probably gonna hate me for this. If he sobers up, I think I'm screwed.
Well, this is the past and it's already happened. Therefore, he already knows, and he didn't kill you before, so it's okay.
Maybe he forgets.
Let's hope so.
I mean, I'm not going to
Concussion.
lie. I'm pretty sure
I
he
was about
stopped
to say.
drinking after this point out of embarrassment, because I certainly would.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, in all fairness, that's not really that embarrassing way to lose. That was like a huge.
That was actually pretty badass, I'm not going to
Mm.
lie. If I got hit in the head by that, I wouldn't be... I'd be even
I've never
impressed.
been called badass before, so thank you.
Got hit by a giant lightning cannon. Lived.
Don't think I'll be getting that hammer back anytime soon, though.
Oh,
I have an
Beans.
axe. Do you want an axe? I have many axes.
do you want him to get back your hammer?
I have a great axe, a hand axe, a hand axe.
Another
Okay,
hand axe. Another
As
hand axe.
You're saying all
More
of this,
hand axes. A javelin, a lightning javelin.
Finn
Your Inspector Gadget.
steps forward and
My
kind of
fist.
squats down to Tinky and Clinky and says, "This day could not have been achieved without you. I'm sorry that you lost your hammer. So please, take my spear." And as he reaches out with the spear, it shrinks down to something more suitable to your size.
Holy shiz.
I would
Like
like
a
you
Planning
to-
myself right now. I'm fangirling. Oh my god.
I hope
Um,
that you could achieve great things with it like that. Imagine if that's what you could do with a hammer, imagine what you could do with a spear. Be careful.
I know I won't
As he
see
grabs her the toothpick.
Be careful. With its tip, you can take the power of any being, absorb it, and make it your own.
Holy shiz.
So, use it wisely. I'm sure you will. As for the rest of you, I do not know what to say. We're on the edge of a miserable defeat, and you came out of nowhere. This day will be remembered as the day that you brought everything to us. We will name this day after you. What do you call yourselves? Are you followers of Bahamut or beings from some other celestial god? I don't know. What can we name this day? It's the least we can do. We will name this day after you all.
Iridessa kind of looks around at the group. Oranges?
Oranges.
On Log Glurm.
I mean, what day is it?
This day currently doesn't have a name, but it is Tears Day.
I'm going to assume that you've told me a specific date also.
Yes,
Mr.
I
DM,
have.
does that correlate with a specific date that we would know of?
Yeah, it would. It would. Let me actually go to my little calendar here, so I can double check. Where is it here? My calendar. I put it. It's
Side eyes and
stuff
we
here.
have no team name.
Yeah, you could be thinking about a team name.
Like Clementine starts like aggressively winking at everybody and going, well, there's like, I know there's a very important date that we all know of. You know,
Yeah.
big celebration that happens from where
Rolls
we're from.
history check.
You would
Yeah.
know that it is called whatever day you want it to be called.
Oh, I was,
Please,
I
damn
was,
it.
I was full on thinking that this was going to be how the festival on An Daingean got its name. I was thinking way too out. Never mind.
I mean, you can call this the Fesh na Fesht if you want.
Oh,
But it's up to you. You can name this calendar day whatever you want, and it is now that holiday in the Gostar calendar.
I was gonna say Rostan and Angan, but I don't think that has a nicer sound.
Rushed An Daingean.
See, both oranges and Rashta, although we say it a lot, doesn't roll off the tongue.
Yeah.
Mm.
I thought maybe it could be cool to make it on Fesh, but like honestly, you can name this day whatever you want. It's about you and you all as a party. So whatever you want to make this day in history, yeah, you can. It's your choice.
Oh, let's ask Chat. Chat, what do you think we should call
Oh
the day?
no!
Oh, yeah.
Totally
Good idea.
big goat face.
Or on Crush
I'd like to call a friend, give it to the
Yeah, I
crowd.
would like to phone a friend. Thank you very much.
Yeah, chat. What
Yeah,
do
no,
you want this glorious day to be called?
Also, if you have team names, that's helpful.
Oh, yeah,
Any
no,
just
team names.
just awesome ideas. We're struggling.
Bonus points if it's an Irish. Keeping with the theme.
As someone
currently
who
it's
did
only
not do
name.
Irish, I like struggle. I did like Irish up until primary, and then they were like, "Hey, you're quite dyslexic. You can't spell Irish at all." And I'm like, "Yeah,
Oh no.
I noticed that."
But
I did ordinary levels, so I know the basic stuff and the rules, but don't ask me to have a conversation. I'd love to be able to speak Irish fluently.
I get the odd word.
You just won it, Luke.
as you're all deciding what you want to be this day to be called, he then amplifies his voice so everyone can hear it, and he says, "This will be my last day on the battlefield. I see this war coming to an end. I have fought too many battles. I've killed too many people. I'm passing on the torch to these beautiful people.
Oh, shit, we're leaving.
I give you my power, and
Okay.
I strip myself of my immortality and bestow upon you my boons." And with that, he reaches out his hands.
I
and
do
he
love a good
begins
boon.
to shrink
Love a boon.
as his power is sapped, and he becomes the same size as a normal mortal man. You all level up, and you can choose one ability score to increase by 2.
Ooh.
Goodness gracious.
Ooh.
You, just for reference, there are a bunch of different endings you can get in this based on how many victory points you get. Just a little better knowledge. If you get 10 or more, you get you kind of still win, but it's a sad ending. If you get less than 10, Finn dies, all this other stuff happens. If you get over 20, you have the mega victory. You absolutely dominate the situation. You guys got 29 points. I didn't think people would get more than 20 in
Ayo.
this, but you got 29 victory points, which is insane.
Dang.
Yay.
But yeah.
Just built different.
Thank you. That was great.
Cool.
With
As
that-
the-
Cool kids.
Yeah, as the guys are talking, Iridessa is going to kind of zone out and wander over towards where the stone circle was, and
it's
kind of
not here. You know it is close, but it would take some time to walk there. It might take a couple of hours, but you can start making your way there if you want.
she's just kind of like stares in the distance. Sorry, apologies. She just stares in the distance. I thought for some reason it was off the battlefield, but
You know
anyway.
what? It's fucking for narrative. I think it's there. Yeah, it's right here.
It's right. Oh my god, it's right there.
It's
Wow.
right there. It was actually there. My bad. I messed up with my notes. It was actually right here, like right there. I'm so sorry.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
the stone circle realizes, oh dang, that's actually quite a long walk.
Yeah, and we don't. That's kind of unnecessary and just slows down the narrative. So we're actually just right here right now.
Yeah, fair enough. So she will walk over towards where the stone circle is, and the magic is gone from it now, I assume.
No.
No, it's still there.
It's still there. There is magic accumulating. It is building up. But it's not in this point. This is another gateway that will take you to the place where all this magical energy is accumulating. You know in your heart that is in the mountains of Jotunheim. Somewhere. This gate will take you there.
Oh.
You know that this day, whatever it is called, is a day where miracles happened. You know it is a day when Bahamut came to Gostar for just a moment.
Ooh. Yeah, so she's just going to be standing there staring at it with Lexi while the guys are kind of talking. She's kind of mindlessly, not mindlessly, but like obviously preoccupied, walks over towards the circle and stands staring at it while the guys figure out what to name the day.
Unless we want me to get a random name generator, don't let it be me. That's how I named Vesna.
I mean, I was thinking like something like, like the Day of Dawning or something.
Yeah. I was thinking something to do with like time travelers, like if they're, but like I kind of was like, okay, what? I was like, what is time in Irish? And I just looked and it was like and I went, this is above my pay grade.
One person has said Bua on Stricor Ama, which is the Time Strider's victory. Another one is on Lore Arvual Tiert. Oh fuck! I did pass Irish. Tintriacht Olifest, or Tintriacht Dragon. The Battle of Oranges. Lots of suggestions.
I like the day when lightning struck the dragon. I mean, it's bad grammar, but that's what I mean. Tintriacht Olifest. One of the few words I'll always recognize. Oh well.
They're all fun. They're all fun names.
Can I cast a spell?
Yeah, of course you can cast a spell.
I will do so secretly.
Oh, yeah, cool. You can give me a stealth check.
Light a hand that shit.
No, well, yeah, you're not going to be happy. But, so, I'm going to use, it's a psionic spell. Mm-hmm. I'm using sorcery points. So, it's just subtle.
Oh, subtle. Well, then no need.
Yeah, well, yeah. So, I'm using sending to Titus.
Mm-hmm. What do you say?
Okay, I 13 now, 25 words. Okay, that didn't count. Take care, Titus. Look after yourself. Remember, don't waste time. You're in no one's shadow. Move past what's being done before it's too late. End of message.
Okay.
And yeah, back to Arash today? Sure. Sounds good.
Rosh today.
Arash today.
La Roshta.
La Roshta.
La Roshta.
La Roshta.
I love
La Roshta.
Oh my god.
Or maybe the orange lightning. What is it? Is that Olafest or
I don't want to be known as the group of oranges.
Orange lightning, the day of orange lightning, whatever that is in Irish.
Yes, but it's like Tinky's sort of orange too. We can get away with that. I know it's
I mean,
like
I'm copper. It's close enough.
So
if you squint
Tintriacht
hard
Olifest.
enough, Vesna could be orange too.
Our grammar's all over the place, so chat, don't be mad at us for the grammar. But like Tintriacht is like.
I have it, lads. I have it.
Oh, you have it?
Titus's folly.
Oh.
Embarrassing.
Love it. I love it.
I'm going to leave you think about it for the week. And when we start the next game on Friday, just their last game before the live event, you can decide what this day was called. How about that?
Super.
Best
Oh,
to
yeah.
look out for where her mother is as well. Kind of now that
Yeah,
the chaos
yeah.
is dying down. Like,
She's-
where is she? Is she good?
After kind of tending to kind of her own soldiers, she's starting to make her way over.
Oh no.
And she's on fire, apparently.
Oh no!
She eventually kind of pushes her way through the crowd and makes eye contact with you. And you watch as she falls down on one knee, and all of the flying insects behind her also drop and bow down onto their knees.
What?
As she kind of bows low, and you see her bare back exposed, she doesn't have the same tattoos that you have. The same markings. She has no markings of a queen.
What? I lean in and kind of be like, "What happened? Where did your markings go?" I'm like whispering in her ear.
You're going right up. She's like, she kind of like winces a little bit, kind of not expecting you to be so close all of a sudden. She's like, what? I have no markings. I am a leader of the Fae, but I am no queen. I am no lord of the Fae. You bear the markings of a true queen. Will you lead us?
This is kind of frozen. She's like,
We've waited such a long time for this day. Will you lead us?
Pregnant pause. I love a good pregnant pause.
She sits up a little bit, kind of still sitting on her heels. So she's kind of similar level to you.
I kind of hunch a bit, so I'm kind of, yeah, it's at the same and similar level, and I kind of look at her and I say, I don't think I'm ready to be a worthy leader. And we aren't from this time. We came back to find a solution to a problem. But once we find the solution to that problem, I hope then maybe I can learn to be ready and be a leader that is needed.
I see.
Clementine's gonna gently walk over, tipping toe, and just kind of like lean into her and go, I think your mother would make a pretty good queen until you're ready. I'm leaving now. Goodbye.
Just slowly, just effortlessly, just moves backwards. No steps. He just glides backwards.
I
Like a Roomba he appears. And like a Roomba he leaves.
Exactly.
Well then, may I? And she kind of gestures to your back,
Yes?
traces
She's
the
confused.
markings with her fingers. We will wait for you. And I will do my best to be the queen they need until you are ready.
I know you will do a good job, but it will be a very hard job.
I have no doubts.
I love her so much. She's like, you do good job. It'd be hard, but you do good job.
Slaps her cheek. Come on. You got this.
Come on. You got this. You're doing good.
It was just riveted by this exchange of like mother-daughter. Like this is great. This is a relationship. This is sweet.
Well, Vesta just assumes she doesn't know.
If Tinky could cry, she'd be tearing up right now. But she's just in awe.
With that,
I look forward to the day where I can take your place and relieve you of that burden and look after our people well.
thank you. I expected this to go differently. But
I wish I could take it now, but I cannot leave my friends.
respectable. You must have a great journey ahead of you. But before you leave, you have to celebrate this victory with us at least. Give us a moment of your time before you go. Eat, be happy, dance. Grace us with your presence. I wish to remember you. I wish to remember this.
I have a feeling I'll be a memory that will haunt you someday.
You think of the constant obstacles that your mother threw in front of you, expecting you to be the queen she saw here. But through the years, through the centuries, that image just became this of the perfect queen. It only got greater and greater throughout the years, and when she saw you for the first time, you weren't who you are now. And your heartstrings are tugged on a little bit, imagining the disappointment that little you will have to endure for quite some time. Because of the massive expectations you put on their shoulders.
I think we all deserve a good celebration. My poor friends have had a day.
You then see the very short Finn McCool now walk around. He's only about 5.5 foot out, arms outstretched. They're like, well then, let us prepare the feast. And he marches all his men down the beach to try to find a nice spot to have these celebrations. And leaves the rest of you there. You can make your way there in your own time. But as everyone starts to race off to prepare, they also start to carry bodies that have fallen and prepare boats and wrap the dead. While this is all going on, while the feast is being prepared, is there anything else that anyone would like to do before taking part in the festivities?
Yeah. I'm mostly spending my time at the party, but could I dip really quickly to see if there's still any blood spilled by Phiast?
Yeah, there is. It's soaked into the sand. Give me a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Or investigation, whichever you prefer.
I think I'm a bit better at investigation. Let me see. That is 15.
15. You find a pool of his iridescent red blood. It's super saturated. It's kind of cartoonish red. Pooled up in the clothes of another dead soldier. The rest has been soaked into the sand, but there is a bunch of his blood kind of pooled up in a little dip in one of these soldiers' clothing.
Okay. I'm going to take the flask that my mother drank out of, and I'm going to collect as much of it as I can.
Yeah.
And I'm going to bottle it up and keep it for when I get home. As a gift from Mom.
Beautiful. You can have 3 flasks of that.
Nice. Excellent, I'll add that to the inventory.
3 flasks of unfetched blood.
I don't know, maybe he'll need a blood transfusion last session. You never know.
Or Fiordessa
I like
wants
the way
that
you think.
painting of Unfeshed.
Oh yeah,
Oh my god.
we have it.
You have it. Okay.
Vesna will wait for everyone to kind of start going off to the party before she follows, just to kind of have a moment to herself where she kind of like thinks, I suppose, of future self. Well, I suppose younger her in the future / her own past. And kind of, that's an awkward way of describing it, but kind of the,
See you anyway.
yeah, how she is kind of the cause of her own
Stress.
her own stress. Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to check out on Fesh if anyone is interested in that.
You'd like to what?
Just
sorry?
see how they.
Oh yeah,
I'd
check
like
out
to-
Unfeshed.
Yeah, see if they're doing okay.
Yeah.
What did you think I said?
I don't know. I just didn't hear what you said in regards to Unfeshed. I thought that's what you said, but I just wanted to make sure because it was
Oh, that's fine. I was like, no. But this is the father, not the son.
Oh, he's still got his little black eye.
he does. He's still
Very
regenerating, but
You bet he has that black eye.
there is kind of holes slowly stitching up across his body and bite marks that are sealing up and healing. But Unfeshed is kind of just wiggling along the sand, just.
Oh, he's so far away. Why is he so far away?
Far away.
Oh, no, now he's there.
Oh, you're watching the stream, I see. But he does wiggle along the sand closer to you eventually. Kind of gives a big grin. Some of its cracked teeth you watch are already kind of buffering and healing in and filling in with magic.
Okay, well, I'll give him a cure wounds to help with the teeth and hopefully help speed things along.
Yeah.
That makes a difference.
With that, you reach out, you touch on Fesht, and you're immediately brought to the Unfeshed of your time.
Oh,
You feel their pain again, trying to reach some sort of needle, some sort of pin in the back of their nape. And you come back to this Fesht and you heal a small scar at the back of this thing's neck.
is there a thing there?
No, there's no thing here, but there was something on the other one.
It's so confusing. Oh, what?
You experienced Unfeshed in the present day, and there was
Yes.
some sort of wound in the back of its neck, some sort of needle stuck in there. You come back to this Unfeshed, and there's a similar wound here, but there's no needle or anything sticking out of it, but you do heal it. But you do see, as you heal the back of its neck, there is a very thin scar at the back of its neck, a little bit of softer skin that'll always be there.
Okay. I don't know if I'm getting the message, but part of me
That's
is like,
okay.
does Ava like need to cut the Unfeshed again to get the needle out?
No, though there
is
doesn't
no
seem to
needle.
be any needle here, but
Oh,
from that
okay.
scar
Reminds
that
you of
just
the
healed-
future one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You think of the future one, and you think that whatever has been stabbed into the back of the future one's neck, it was able to do so because there was a scar here. There's a
Oh.
softer bit of flesh here. There's a small vulnerability.
Oh,
Sorry.
so
Would
sorry.
be funny though if you healed it and opened it up again though.
Yeah, that's what I was like. But I was like, did I just heal the thing that's going to affect him like hundreds of years in the future? But I didn't. But it's because that is weak. I don't know how to communicate. The future is weird. Do you just tell people like, be careful of your neck?
No. I mean, well, yeah. So you would also notice any of these wounds that are healing up, they heal up perfectly. There is no scar
Oh.
left behind. The magic where you sealed that wound closed leaves a slight vulnerability in his hide.
I did it.
It's your fault. It's Abel's fault.
God damn it, Aval. Damn it.
Everyone get her. It's your fault.
Abel.
Slaps.
Abel,
Jump,
no.
Abel.
If,
Back to
Very
Tesco, here we go.
interesting.
Ava realizes this and is like, I can't do anything right. Everything I touch is like, it's destroyed.
No.
Oh no!
That's true.
And-
Just clip from the background. It's true.
I'm so sorry.
I'm just imagining these are just all the voices in her head.
Yeah, just one of the bad voices. I'd never say that.
Yeah, Clementine would never be that sassy.
Mm-mm-mm.
But, with that realization, Ava just like goes in the corner, sits on the sand, and rocks herself just a little bit,
Oh
and
no.
pets the Rosencrantz, pets the Rosencrantz repeatedly.
Oh dear.
She just goes into herself. She's like, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Just wanted to help.
I can't find the. I'm spelling it wrong, but that's okay. I'll get it later. We have a Rosencrantz.
It's fine.
Visna eventually kind of wipes off minor tears that were forming. And it's just kind of like... Well... If she was thinking of me as the perfect queen, I guess I was never perfect.
Oh my dear, that is
I never
so
had
not
to be.
the point of that.
I never
She
had
saw-
to be.
Yes,
That's
you never
okay.
had to be, but she saw you and she saw perfection.
not-
Tinky would
not
like to
okay.
approach.
That's not.
She's gonna kind of hop down from Clinky, and she's going to approach you, Vesna, and she's gonna put out her hands to you to grab yours, and as your hands, do you do you take
Oh, yeah.
her hand? Sorry,
Yeah, no, she lets you.
I
She
need-
kind of is like,
I need consent.
oh yeah.
She grabs your hands very gently, and you feel kind of a little static, kind of a little buzz in your hands very quickly, kind of like a little doop.
Her spiky hair
just-
sticks up further.
just a little bit, and you're going to feel that her hands are still warm from being from being so hot. She hasn't fully cooled down yet, and it'll come across as kind of a comforting warmth almost, which is very strange for holding a robot's hands. Strange holding a robot's hands, but
Static electricity.
Just
Just like, ow, ow,
Yeah.
ow.
Preston doesn't care.
and she's going to say to you, you don't have to be perfect. Nobody is, but you are the best friend we could have ever had. We wouldn't have been here without you. This is just another chapter in your book, not a setback, but you have always overcome every obstacle you've ever come to, and I think this is just if anything, this should be some clarity for you. This is you got to meet your mom, and you got to fight with her. You keep telling me I did good, but I don't think I've said it enough to you. You did good, and I think everyone will agree. Don't beat yourself up so much. It's you beat others more, and that's what you're good at. And if anything, I don't want to be on the other end of that. So don't worry. We're all here for you, as you're here for us.
Vesna just smiles. She's been kind of smiling the whole time, although you see like her eyes are watering the more you're kind of nicer to her. It's kind of like she's kind of... It was like a genuine smile, and now it's like a smile so you're not crying smile.
Oh, Tinky's gonna reach up a little bit and kind of maybe brush kind of any maybe tear that might be coming up. You know, you're much stronger than you think you are, because you know you're strong, but you are truly a force to be reckoned with. And when you do become queen, it will be a day to remember, and it'll be such a happy day for you.
I'm only as strong
Something
as
to
the
look
wonderful
forward to.
friends I have around me. And
And
this
we
is a
have
relief.
you as the most wonderful friend.
This was a relief to me. Don't worry. My mother always wanted me to be the perfect queen. But now I know the perfect queen she saw was me. So it's nice to, like, I am enough as I am.
You
And
are
I'm
more
only
than
as good
enough.
as all of you who brought me here. Kind of like gives a little gentle headbutt. Well, I say headbutt. It's more
Aw.
kind of lowers her head and kind of taps you on the head with her head.
You just headbutt Tinky right into the ground.
Tinky was on 1 HP the whole time.
No.
No, it's very, very gentle. You kind of see she's like... Vesna's always been like aware of her strength. It's kind of a case of like how she didn't want to fight Bronte's mum at all. She wanted to just yeet her away. It's the same here. She's slowly until your foreheads grace each other, and the little tunk as her flesh hits the still hot metal.
The littlest tongue.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
And Clinky will also come over and do a little tongue.
Well, personally, Vesna, as the first person to take a kneel to the queen that I've already known, as he takes a knee, let me be the first person in the current time, but back now. Oh God, I hate this timeline. Let's pretend we're not in the past and we're actually in the future. let me bestow to you my greatest gift that I could personally offer to somebody who deserves it so much more than anybody that I know, and that is a goddamn awful smashing of a Seder party. I think we need to get absolutely drunk and off our tits.
Nice.
Oh goddamn bad. Clementine is going to for the next 8 hours begin casting plant growth to enrich and bolster the land around us. But mainly because this place is full of sand and doesn't have any greenery, and everybody needs some flowers when we're going to be drinking our lives away.
Of course.
But
Beautiful.
I think everybody needs a party. I'm not going to lie.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What? Sorry, you go ahead.
G, go ahead. No, go ahead.
While this is going on, may Bronte tiptoe to where Ava is. Bronte knows at this stage that, she has to give her a bit of space. She has invaded her space in the past, so she sits a good 5 foot away and stares at her shoes and stares at her hands and stares at anywhere that is not Evil, who is currently upset. I'm not very good at this, but I'm sorry about your shoulder.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate the sentiment.
I didn't mean it. I was trying to melt you out, but anyway, this isn't about me. This is what's wrong. We won.
Yeah, we won. No, shoulder's fine. I got a cool tattoo. It's great. Everything's great.
Insight check.
She holds her hands even tighter. Can I do a deception at disadvantage?
Yeah. Or if you want, you can fail it. If you want.
I have a -1 to it, so it's okay if she wants to keep it hidden. She can very easily do so.
It's up to yourselves.
Oh, I rolled 6 total. Nice.
I choose to fail.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I feel at this stage you're probably quite openly defeated.
Yeah, she looks really, really sad, and this is all her fault.
What could I do to make you feel better? Do you want a painting? Do you want Rosencrantz to cheer you up with my familiar. What would make you happy?
She is dumbstruck, but she doesn't know what will make her happy. But in this moment of vulnerability, she'll turn to Bronte and be like, I just tried to help on Phiast. I tried to heal him, and I didn't heal him right. And the place I didn't heal him right is where it happens, where the thing hurts him, and how inspiration dies, and we have to go into the portal, and there's the spider, and the time travel, and the battles, and the blood, and Cucullin, and everything because I tried to help.
This takes Bronte back. She sort of blinks, and she thinks about it. You know, putting aside the fact that you genuinely wanted to help, and I personally don't think it would be your fault. You've healed us many times. Look at Iridessa. You've healed her lots of times, and you've always done it right. I mean, besides that, think of it this way. Time travel is confusing. We're going to prevent this from happening at all. In the end, it won't matter. Not really. I mean, it will have been an opportunity for us to meet, and by the time we get this all sorted and done, no one will have been hurt. And I don't think you've done anything wrong. And I've seen lots of people do lots of things wrong. Believe me, I'm an expert.
Abel's very confused, like you understand that people do wrong, because so far at this point, Bronte's right and wrong is very blurred. On some
I mean,
things.
yeah. I have seen people kill hundreds of thousands of people, and that's pretty wrong, don't you think?
Yes. Okay.
You didn't do that. I don't see what they
Excuse me.
I mean, I've seen crusades, I've seen people kill hundreds of thousands, I've seen all sorts of things. And, I mean, people have told me, you included, that certain things that I know are bad. And maybe that's another one of those things, but I don't think you've done anything wrong. And maybe I'm not very good at being able to tell, but I have a good feeling about you.
Abel just like inches closer, like scoots along the sand, right next to Bronte, and it's like, I really hope you're right. I want to do right.
And I think you're doing right. And you know, I can be wrong sometimes. I can be wrong about people, I can be wrong about situations, I can be wrong about all sorts, but I don't think I'm wrong about you. I'll happily live and die by that. You've done good.
Abel's just looking up, like tearing up. It's like, I really needed to hear that, Bronte. And it looks like she's crushing Rosencrantz just a little. The eyes are booking a bit.
Do you want the hug? I mean, I'm not great at those, but I can try.
Great, those eater. I would like a hug.
She's gonna give her a hug.
Aw.
It's a very awkward hug.
Yeah,
Hugs.
like the sibling pat.
I'm like, is this how we do this? Is this like, yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
this is good enough.
We've seen it in distance.
Yeah.
Most wholesome hug ever.
They're trying their best.
Okay, let's get drunk, please.
As you all make your way to join the party, to get drunk, to get wasted, to have a good time, Iridessa,
Yeah.
you continue to stand at the ruins of this stone circle, looking at the portal that can take you to meet Bahamut. This is a one ticket. This is your only chance to meet this being, to meet this god who you've followed your whole life.
As she's staring at it and kind of the going on behind, she kind of She hears a little bit of it, and she kind of turns, and she sees Bronte and comforting Abel, and she kind of looks over, scrunches her eyes, kind of like wondering what's going on, and she looks at Anfecht, and she turns back to the circle and then looks at Anfecht again, and she walks over to Anfecht, and she puts... does it allow her to put her hand on it?
Yeah, of course.
So she kind of looks it in the face, like, does it look leery to her? Is it just kind of sitting there like, hey, what's up?
Anfecht kind of looks at you with an understanding eyes. These soft, quiet, gentle eyes. It seems to be very in tune with whatever you're feeling, and it just brings its head down and lowers itself to your hand.
She reaches out. Really sorry I hit you with that foreskin, buddy. I was just trying to, help.
Just nods peacefully.
Yeah. And she tries to understand, because one of the things that Airdessa really wanted to know when she came on this trip was whether or not Anfecht was actually a dragon. And so she kind of, looks at Anfecht. She's kind of trying to understand the nature of it. Is it a dragon? Is it not a dragon? That sort of thing. She kind of wants to, understand it a bit more.
I need you to make me an insight check, please.
Okay, dang.
You can make it with advantage. Because you're going to be inciting yourself.
Oh, shit. Okay, that would be a 17.
Anfecht is like you. In this world, there are 6 dragons. And they can take the form of a humanoid or what you know as a dragon. The physical representation of a dragon. This 4-legged lizard beast that can breathe different elements, has big wings, has horns, sharp teeth. Those are the dragons of the world. You are a dragon, it seems. And you look into yourself. You look at Anfecht. Anfecht doesn't look like the dragon, but they are something similar. In this moment of connection between the two of you, you realize you are both the embodiment. You are both vessels for something much greater than yourselves, much greater than a dragon. And when you are filled with that immense power, you turn into the most powerful creature that anyone really knows in this world, and that is a dragon. You become physical manifestations of what everyone sees to be as the most powerful creatures that have ever existed in Gostar. You might be a dragon, you look like a dragon, but there's something else. There's something in you you've not been aware of. You've taken it for granted this entire time. You are some sort of vessel for something else, and you know that Anfecht is too.
So kind of seeing something of herself in him then.
Yeah, you can see that
Or it.
you both have this spark of something powerful. Something celestial. And it grows inside Anfecht as it did you when you were young. Your necklace represses that.
So Anfecht's just kind of like a baby dragon then.
Yeah, he's much smaller than when you saw him before. He's
Yeah.
He
And she
would
kinda-
become something immense.
Right. So she kind of dotes on them a little bit then, and she kind of plays them and gives them a scratch. And she says, yeah, she recognizes that, and she giggles a little bit to herself at the thought of this, baby version of this gigantic thing that was like attacking them before. Just like the juxtaposition of the in her mind just kind of seems hilarious. And so she turns then and looks at the rest of the group, and she thinks for a moment to herself, as she thinks about the circle. She realizes, she says, what kind of a silver dragon would I be if I abandon these people who are in need for my own selfish desire to see Bahamut? I don't think I'd be a very good silver dragon, she says, as she kind of keeps scratching on Fesh. And she turns then to Lexi, and she kind of nuzzles Lexi's chin a bit with her finger, and she says, I don't think my mother would be very proud of me either if I left them and abandoned them to go see Bahamut. As she kind of longingly looks over at the circle, and then she says, kind of making up her mind, then she gives Anfesh the final scratch and says, we'll figure out what's going on with you, buddy. We'll figure it out, don't worry. And she walks over towards the party, finally having made up her mind that the right thing to do is to stay and help, instead of leaving them to do a selfish thing.
Okay. Sweet then. You and Lexi make your way and follow after the rest of the party. Fires are lit that night. Boats are set alight and sent out into the ocean with the bodies of the fallen. And you make your way slowly across the beach, up to a cliff top. Actually, had you all down there, but it's fine. And music begins to play. Smiles are on people's faces. And Finn begins to kind of clean himself up in a bowl of water, washing his face, talking with Anfesh as well, kind of going over some scrap piece of paper where he's written some sort of speech. And you make your way into the festivities. And over in the darkness, in the ruins of an old castle, Mongon sits with other scrap bits of paper, writing, scribbling notes, looking at them, shuffling through them, giving a little nod and continuing on, not taking part in the festivities. Before we wrap up for this evening, is there anything people would like to do before you join all of this?
May I do something, please?
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Never end it.
You know what? I respect that. Completely respect. I just want to triple check something. Yeah. I would like to use one of my abilities as an artificer. It's called the right tool for the job, and it's with my artisan tools or thieves tools in hand, which I have. I can magically create one set of artisan tools in an unoccupied space. It requires 1 hour of uninterrupted work, and though the product is magic, the tools are non-magical and they vanish when I use this feature again. But instead of making artisan's tools, I would like to Mr. DM, spice this up a little bit, and I'd like to kind of offer this as kind of really up to Tara, but I would like to create a piece of armor or a crown for you.
Oh.
And I'm happy to leave up to you, Gabriel, if there is an ability or anything on it, if it's a plus to something or if not. But for you, Tara, I'd like you to choose what you would like. If it's a crown, if it's, a harness, of course, depending on what you want, I can describe how it'll look for you. If it's bracers, boots, anything.
I think a simple crown, like nothing too fancy, like kind of a circlet almost more so than anything.
Okay.
I suppose she's acknowledging she will be a queen, but she still is like, it doesn't need to be crazy.
Okay. Yeah, I can work with that. So while everyone is partying and having fun, Tinky will be sitting where she is at the moment, and for an hour she will have her bag of bits and bobs, as you'll hear the occasional like dink dink dink, or like a crack, or like kind of the sound of a like a wrench or something. She's trying to be quiet, but she's kind of really putting in an effort into this. She'll have
while
her...
you're doing. I'm sorry.
Oh no, go on.
Vesna, while you're doing that, or like starting to do that, will kind of sit beside you and take out her greatsword, her own greatsword, and she takes it out and shows it to you, and she goes, "This is Sting."
Hello, Sting.
My people, when we reach, I suppose, adulthood, or as we know what we want to do, we each go out and make our very own sting, similar to the wasps. We are alike. We make our stings. It doesn't always have to be a weapon. So for some people, if they like sewing, it's a sewing needle. For others, a pair of scissors. But mine's a sword. It can be useful, and it can be. I like. She's not perfect. You've probably heard when I swing, it makes noise, but it suits me. And I didn't like it at first, but I love her now.
I have to say that is. I've never seen a more beautiful sting. May I have a look at it for a second?
She kind of happily hands it over. You kind of sense it's just because she trusts you. That's if it was anyone else.
I'm not going to drop it.
It doesn't matter if you did.
I swear. She's going to look carefully at your sword, and she's going to get kind of a bit more of an idea of what kind of a design she can kind of go with. She's admiring the blade and the hilt and the handle and kind of the colors of it as well. Even though I do have painter supplies. I forgot about that. And she's going to kind of really take in, this beautiful sword, and she's going to carefully hand it back to you, as she's going to kind of slightly turn away from you, and you're going to hear kind of a little ding 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 ding. And you're going to see Tinky as well just pull out what is it, a playing card, and it's going to be the Queen of Hearts, and she's going to then put it in. You'll hear kind of a little slip, and then you'll hear a crink crink crink, and as she turns back around, you're going to see this circlet that is it's made with what she had around her. It is she'll put the circlet on your head, and it's a perfect fit. Don't ask how she got a perfect fit, but it's a perfect fit. It's not going to be very large. It's going to be a fairly thin band. It was obviously a cog that she had and took the inside of it out, and she had been able to kind of shave down the sides of several other kind of like cogs and gears to create almost like little spikes, kind of like curved, going from outside inwards and up. And there will be 3 on each side going forward, and there will be also almost like a diamond shape on the back, for almost like to keep it secure. And
You're gonna have to give me a little doodle of this so I know what it looks like.
I will. I'll have to do that today. I'll have to do it as quick as I can. And inside the front of it, there is where there's a little slot in it where she has actually slot the card, which was the Queen of Hearts, into the front. But she's folded the card in such a way that it's just like, only a small bit of it, but you can see it's the Queen of Hearts. And it is just, it's not very big, but it perfectly just kind of is slightly just off of your forehead. So it's not too heavy, and it feels very light. In fact, it's nice and secure. It's almost like a headband, It's not heavy, but it's perfectly secure. And once the circlet is secure on your head, you'll see runes begin to glow on the band, and it is all in Dwarvish, because that is one of the languages she knows. And on it will be Vesna, the strongest sting and the queen of all Fae, and I'm so sorry, but I forgot what you're kind of called.
Fairies.
The fairies, yeah. Queen of the Fae and the fairies alike. And yeah, that'll be just kind of in Dwarvish in a band around your head, as your head feels a little warm.
Oh yeah.
So it just gives you the biggest hug.
We both fall backwards. Tinky holds on tight.
Oh, yeah. So with that, you dance, you eat, you drink, you make merry, and as you dance around the party, the festivities, eventually fireworks are launched, arcane fireworks are launched into the skies. And as they explode, as they light up the skies themselves, one firework in particular shoots up and doesn't quite make it all the way up into the stars, hits halfway, and a wormhole of fire opens up, swirling this gateway up in the air, just a little further up the mountain, within jumping distance from the mountain peak. Another ley line, ready to take you wherever and whenever you need to be.
But we're only an hour into the party. It's only started.
Didn't even get to talk to anybody. Ah, damn it!
It stays open throughout the night, and we'll get back to what happens when you jump through and what happens before you jump through next Friday.
Nice.
All right.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much, everyone, for playing, for watching. Thank you for a fantastic game. That was excellent. And I wanted more time for the roleplay, but I realized it's already so late and we've already gone way over. So
I'm
we'll
so
come back.
sorry for all of my descriptions.
No, they're absolutely
not
beautiful.
fun. I love that.
Fantastic
I
descriptions.
take
having great
responsibility for lateness.
But no,
No,
we'll
not at all.
We'll
take
pick up-
responsibility.
We'll pick up from here next week as we go into our last game before the live event. So we'll have a little bit more time here. If there's anything else you want to do before you take off, because this is a really juicy section in the timeline. So if you want to do some more stuff
no.
here.
As
but-
juicy as Clementine.
Oh.
I mean,
I would
Clement's
say
pretty
orange, but
juicy.
we all know Clementine got cake.
Absolutely.
Listen,
So
Oh
before
god.
Figures
we
doesn't-
jump into one final arc before the end of this adventure, spend as much time as you want here because there's a lot of information, a lot of people, a lot of interesting things going on. We'll pick up on all that next Friday. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching. And finally, just before we end the stream, I'm going to just announce our winners for tonight's giveaway. So, for the first giveaway, it was Grosu_22. Congratulations, you've won some beautiful mystery
Well
dice.
done.
Well done.
And we have from our break video giveaway Droopy Cake. Congratulations, Droopy Cake.
Who I absolutely don't know.
hey,
Well
Oh,
done.
well done, Droopy Cake.
And you should have been whispered all the details for what you need to do to get a hold of your mystery dice. We'll see you all next Friday, and don't forget as well, post whatever you can, your favorite moments from tonight's game. Put the hashtag AD D&D, and the final giveaway for the best fan art will be given out in next week's stream, this beautiful dice tray. And if we have enough posts throughout the week, this dice tray will be improved, leveled up, even better reward might be inside it. So stay tuned, and we'll see you next Friday. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oranges.
Bye-bye.
Oranges!
Oranges.
Oranges.